Okay, we are live now. Yay. Okay, it's been a while. Okay, for those who might who still see that the stream is set still at unlisted, give it a refresh your page, and because I reset to public, because I always keep it unlisted until I'm ready to, until I'm completely ready. It's like the last step, making it public. So it's the last step. How are you? Oh, yeah, my birthday stream that bombed because that was the night I tested positive for COVID. Oh, yeah. Oh, God. And that really tuckered me out. I tested negative as of Tuesday. I'm better, much better, but it still tires me out more than usual. I fatigue easily. I have to take quite a few naps. Yeah. So I've been tired. So catching up with the tea is kind of thought. I mean, God damn it, I haven't done a Twitch stream in a couple of weeks. I'm going to try and rectify that later this week. Either Beaver Lake or in the old port. I would like to do it while there are leaves in the trees. I am taking a little trip to the country, but southeast of Montreal, a place called the Eastern Townships. I'm going with a girlfriend. We are going in memory of a friend of ours who passed away last May, and it would have been her birthday last weekend. So there's that. Hey, Heart Love. Good to see you. Hey, Lisa Simpson, Fisherman. Yeah, Fisherman. It's good to see you all. JC, don't worry. There's no eating. AK, there's no eating. Unless you want me to eat. Unless you, no, I won't eat. I won't do that. Hey, Little Boots. Good to see you. So, like I said, so I haven't been on Twitter. I have not been on Twitter in ages. Twitter. Twitch. God, brain, no work. I haven't been on Twitch on ages, and I apologize to anybody who is following me on Twitch. I haven't gone live since my trip to Toronto, and that was before I caught COVID, and that was a couple of weeks ago. Not very good when you're trying to mount a new Twitch channel, I know, but hell, I didn't think I was going to catch COVID either, so there's that. But I am planning toward the end of the week to go live again on Twitch. Yeah, thank you, Lisa Simpson, and thank you, Hearts Love. Yeah, Fisherman, it sucks. There are some people it doesn't affect them that badly, and it's just nothing more than a little case of the sniffles. There are some it's like super duper awful, and me, I fell somewhere in between. But the other thing is, as many know, I also have a heart condition. I have pericarditis. It's have that for over a year now. It's actually what led me to quit smoking, and it will be a year. I quit smoking on November 10th. Exactly. So there's that. So I thought, you know what? We're going to react to DC because we're going to have some fun. We're going to do some Sunday school, and we're going to learn about but we're going to learn about a little bit about cardiology first. A little less of cardiology first. Okay, that's what we're going to do. And then we're going to react to her Sunday roast, and maybe we can turn the roast around and roast her. Okay, we can turn the roast around. So anyways, without further ado, okay. Oh my God, they changed StreamYard again. They changed the StreamYard again. Hey, that's a killer though, almost to a year. Yeah, exactly. Are you talking about me quitting smoking, Lil Boots? Or the pericarditis, Either way, both is a killer. For me anyway, both was a killer. Yeah. Okay, yeah, the birthday stream, that was a bust too, because I went, oh God, it was the first night I had COVID, so yeah. Anyways, we're not going to try. Hey, Poopa Balls, good to see you. Good to see you. You have a friend who got a stroke. Oh, really, Fisherman? Thank you, Lil Boots. Really, Fisherman, I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah, for some it's scary like that. You did, Poopa. Congratulations. Congratulations. Is your channel called Poopa Balls? You're a mod. You can link your channel in the chat if you want to. But I'm perfectly fine with that. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I quit smoking. Caught pericarditis, caught COVID recently. Oh, it's been a rough year. Pericarditis, then I broke my foot. last summer. So that kept me indoors in all of July, pretty much, the peak of summer. And then I caught COVID in the peak of autumn. So yeah, it is. So let's go to it. All right, fucking StreamYards. It's changed its settings. So let's see I can do this correctly. Yeah. All right. Okay, hang on. Okay. I didn't feel like fumbling in DC's screen from the other day. So I just took it from Twitter. I just lifted it from Twitter. This scene here. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So here we go. Thank you, Poopa Balls. Okay. Yeah. Okay. There you go. That's Poopa Balls' new channel, boys and girls. Okay. Go take a look. Go show her some love. Yeah. Hey, sweet potato pie. Good to see you. All right. You're just in time. So first is the cardiology lesson. Yes, DC, I'm here to teach you about cardiology, the lovely world of cardiology. All right, let's get to it. Okay, let's get to it. Okay. It's just short clips. That's fine, Poopa Balls. That's fine. All right, hang on. All right. Yeah. Hang on. All right, let's go.
Makes me weak at the knees. Being around negz.
Being around negz. Weak at the knees. Fall over. Oh, get dizzy. Nauseated. Convulse.
So, oh well.
Oh well. Wait a minute.
Negz.
This is the thing. She's wearing a freaking lavalier. Okay, she's wearing a freaking lavalier mic, so we can hear it more pronounced. It's like this is very bad attempt at ASMR or something, you know. You know what? We're gonna play the tambourine. Yeah, we're gonna play the tambourine.
Makes me weak at the knees.
Makes you weak in the knees.
Being around negz.
So, I thought it was an allergy.
Oh well. Negz.
Maybe Negz has having anxiety around you. Maybe he has anxiety around you. I mean, if that's the case, I love that for him. Hell yeah, I love that for him. Oh my God, you two deserve each other. You two deserve each other. Right now, you're my source of entertainment, to be truth be told. Oh my God. Oi! You know what? If I were to report heart flutters to my cardiologist, and I'm going to tell you, you got to go to your cardiologist. If you're having flutters, okay, it's not because of negzy poo or your love for negzy poo. No. It's because you need a cardiologist, trust me. Because if I were to report heart flutters, cardiac flutters to my nurse or to my cardiologist, you know what they do? They run a whole new round of battery of tests, like the long echocardiograph, the long ECG, blood tests to determine heart function, cardiac enzymes, all that lovely stuff. Yay. Oh, God. Yeah. So usually, you know, flutters at our age, it's usually not a very good thing. Not a very good thing. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. All right. So, okay. So, so anyways, coming back to you. And right on, Lisa Simpson. That's real shit luck. I have cardiomyopathy, which is a heart. Yes, it is. It is. And I'm sorry you're going through that, Fisherman. I'm very sorry. You just uploaded the video? Cool, Poopa. If anyone wants them to have at it, right on. Rage vomit. Ugh. Ugh. Did I do it well? Did I do it justice? Rage vomit. Did I do it? Did I do it justice? Thanks, Lisa. It's just for fun. Right on. Just for fun is fine. You can also hear her swallowing so much more pronounced with that mic. I know. I you know, these lavalier mics are not that expensive, Lisa. They're not that expensive. I mean, there's some that go into the hundreds of dollars, but for the most part, they're cheap, fairly cheap, you know. And I'm amazed at how much sound they pick up. Maybe I should get some for myself. Maybe. Yes, we know, Poopa Balls. We know. I know. It's been a complaint. But you know what? Nothing is more gross than Negz eating peanut butter out of a jar. Okay? That is gross. That or him the time when he drank the bidet water at the Versace mansion, right? Hey Terry, good to see you. Yeah, I think we have a consensus there, hey Poopa and Lisa and AK. Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah, I would agree with that too. I would agree with that. Yeah, I would agree with that assessment too. Okay. So anyways, now we're coming to the main act. Are we ready for the main act, boys and girls? Yes. Feel free to share the stream on Twitter, on socials. Again, if you're seeing that the stream is unlisted, refresh the page, please. Refresh the page, and it should be indicated as public. All right, so let's go. Sunday school. It's called Sunday Roast. Sunday Roast. Sunday Roast. Yes, ma'am. Okay. It's called Sunday Roast. Oops. Sorry, kids. All right. All right. Oh, God, I almost belched there. Sorry. Oh, God. All right, here we go. Cool. Sunday Roast. Here we go. All right. Here we go. All right. Okay. Now, at the beginning, as you can see, the lavalier mic ain't working quite well. So if anybody's good at lip reading, I'll leave it on for a couple of seconds. We can laugh at it. We can point and laugh. It takes her a while to realize that people in the chat in her chat were telling her that there's no sound. There's no sound. Are we picking our nose? You're picking your nose, DC. Oh. How are you going to teach us if the sound is not on? God, do I have to do all the work around here? Seriously, I got to do all the work around here. God, those dollar store extensions. Those dollar store extensions. You know, I'm no hot beauty and I don't get procedures done, but I'll tell you this, my hair is naturally long. And it's naturally this brown blonde color nowadays. Come on. I don't know. Some of you might argue you like it better that way. You like it better that way. Come on.
He looks so familiar. I mean, I knew it was Liam Gallagher.
Who's Liam Gallagher? I have no idea who Liam Gallagher is. Remember, at least I admit, I come by my oldness. I come by it honestly. My oldness. I'm old. I'm not cool. So who's Liam Gallagher?
But anyway, okay.
Also, remember, as a reminder, while I'm sharing screen and I'm watching and reacting, I cannot see the chat. So I come periodically. The chat is in another window, so I can't see it. So I may not respond to you right away. Okay.
So I thought that today we would start off with some shade.
Shade, okay. I'm on shade.
I am going to do a cooking. I'm not going to do a...
Oh, no cooking videos, for God's sakes. No. Because I'm starting to think you take cooking lessons from Natter. No cooking videos for you.
Cooking stream, Hippies, and I'll tell you why.
Oh, God.
I can't do a cooking stream in Indiana because...
Why? Because... Why can't you do a stream? I'm coming to you in the chat because I want to play a game with you all. Oh, it's echoing? Okay, hang on. Sorry. All right, hang on. I'm going to try and put on a headset, okay? Hang on. All right. Okay. Before I put it back on, now, hey, Glory B, good to see you. She's gonna cook. He's gonna cook in Indiana, the place with no cabinet doors. All right, so dollars to donut. She can't get a comb through the. No, she can't. No, it comes from Dollarama. Haven't you seen that? It's Halloween at Dollarama these days, and they sell that. They sell those. DC, you're getting ripped off. Hey, Vienna, one of the Oasis brothers, British pop group. Thank you, Vienna. Much appreciated. Okay. Am I still echoing from Oasis? Am I still echoing? Okay. Thanks, Lisa. Okay. Hey, Kay Petty. Good to see you. Sausage fingers. I must go. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by, Glory B. Yeah. AK, yeah, electric is the problem, right? Little boots. Yes, because she's still cooking back in the days of wood stoves, right? She never adapted. I thought I was bad because I can't adapt to technology, okay? And I don't cook on gas stoves because, truth be told, I'm terrified of cooking on a gas stove because I actually witnessed an explosion from a gas stove many years ago and in an apartment building. Not for me. But anyways, this is her excuse. It was DC that was echoing. Okay. Well, I put a headset on. Maybe that will correct it a bit. You'll let me know in the chat when we get to it. Yeah. Yeah. The Oasis brothers. Thank you, Vienna and Lisa. Okay, she picks her ear, scratches her head. Needs a flea tip. She needs her formaldehyde. Yeah, she was muted for just a while, but I have a feeling for some of you it might be the favorite part of the stream, right? Yeah. They're getting worse. Can't hear. I know. I thought I was boomer fuck. I thought I was boomer lil boots. You can't lip read? No, neither can I. Her injections are changing her speech. I'm inclined to agree with you. I am glad I'm not the only one who's noticing. I was wondering because her speech patterns change. My speech patterns change, from when I stick a denture in my mouth or not. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay. So there's that. Oh, you're still here. Cool. Good. And Kay Petty still communicates via caveman drawings. That's true. Well, no, that would require some semblance of talent, Kay Petty. That would require some semblance of talent. No, Kay Petty, no, what she does is she still communicates, with a little rat running in the little wheel, and she uses carrier pigeons. Yeah, carrier pigeons to send messages to Loverboy all the way in Indiana. And she uses a cup and string, a good old fashioned cup and string, Soup cans, thank you. Soup cans. You had an electric stove before. Now I have gas. I love it. Yeah, I can't. I'm too scared, like I said, because I witnessed an explosion. So I'm too scared to do it. I prefer an electric stove. But yeah, that's her excuse, basically. Yeah. She uses an ice box instead of a fridge. And she drives a Flintstones car, you pick up the car and you run with your feet to get started, Like, anybody remember that on the Flintstones? The Jetsons, we are not.
That stove is an electric stove.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm still trying to figure out.
Why did you get electrocuted from it? That explains why the extensions are kind of all staticky. She got electrocuted from that old stove in Indiana. My goodness. Da-da-da-da. Halloween is coming. Anybody remember the theme to the Addams Family? Da-da-da.
Brought my way around cooking on an electric stove. Electric stoves, in my experience, are a lot trickier than gas. Hi, Alana.
Yeah, Alana, by the way, boys and girls, in case you haven't noticed, is now a card-carrying paying member. Okay, she is a paying member of DC's channel. Go figure. Wasn't it not long ago she was complaining that she was near homeless? She was near homelessness not that long ago. Let me know if DC is still echoing or if they're still echoing. I put a headset on that should correct the problem.
Thank you, Gigi. These earrings are from Twisted Silver.
Gigi? Not our gaining ground. Not her schmoopy himself. Oh. Okay, hang on. Oh, you want to see my Sylvester hat? DC, you're here. Oh, DC, I was just about to tell you, you really need to see a cardiologist about those heart flutters. You really do. You need to see a cardiologist. And why do you want me to put my teeth in? You want me to bite you? You want me to bite you? Is that why you want me to put my teeth in? Ah, yes, the one and only DCmediagirl. That's the real one. She's also a cow on the farms. DC sort of ignores me. Consider yourself one of the fortunate ones, K Petty. Sounds good. Okay, right on, Poopa Balls. Chainsaw. Hey, Chainsaw. The Abby looks like RSN. Oh, RSN with a wig. I don't know. I never thought of it that way, Chainsaw. Never thought of it that way. Oh, there was. Oh, a Gigi. Okay, thank you, Little Boots, for correcting. Thank you. It's kind of getting worried with Gaining Ground. You slumming it? You slumming it, Gaining Ground. You need to demand a refund on your injections. You were robbed. Hey, Steph. Good to see you. Good to see you. Very ableist of you. Yes, we're going to see how ableist she gets. She accuses everybody of being ableist. You know, her ableist ass was accusing others of being ableist. Thank you, Harley. Thank you. DC, you look like CK. She wishes she looked like DC. No, I'm not sticking my teeth in my mouth. I don't feel like biting you, okay? Sorry, DC. I'm afraid I might catch something. I just got over the coup. I want to catch something else from whatever it is you do with Loverboy in Indiana. Sorry. I don't want to bite you. I know you want me to bite you, but I don't want to. Okay? So no. I could be worse. I could turn the camera on myself. You know what? I can even turn the camera on myself and you can all watch my gums go commando. I could do that.
And so I'm still trying to get the feel of cooking on an electric stove. And sometimes it takes longer to cook on an electric stove.
It's hard not getting electrocuted, eh? Here's a clue. Here's a clue. Dry your hands before you touch the knobs. Dry your hands. Okay. Don't put your hands on the burners. No, no, no. Don't put your hands on the burners. Should be all systems go. Oh.
But I can put together a video, and I am going to do a video of the lamb biryani. So expect.
I can do my own veggie biryani, thank you. But if those of you who are interested in that, that's fine. Yeah, I personally don't eat meat. Haven't eaten meat in 25 years. Not about to start now. But even if I did eat meat, you'd be the last person I'd go to for cooking. Jesus Christ. Haven't I had enough in the past year? Broken foot, pericarditis, pleural effusion, a fucked up liver, and COVID, and the coup. I don't want food poisoning on top of that.
Okay, so here's what we're starting out with today.
Okay.
Thank you, Charity. I appreciate it. All right, guys, welcome.
She
welcome,
received
everybody.
charity. She received charity. No, I'm kidding. I know there's probably somebody named Charity in the chat. Don't worry. Your girl hasn't completely lost. Oh, no, she is drinking. God, I forgot. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I thought she wasn't drinking or eating. I really did. God, I'm mixing things up. Oh, my God. Okay.
So I don't know how many of you caught Crochetter's amazing
Crocheter. It's pronounced crochet. Crocheter. Crochet. Repeat after me. Crochet. Good God. It's French. DC, I would not be referencing Karsten, the real crocheter. Okay, he gives me all manner of fucking white van vibes, if you all know what I mean. I'm not going to use the words very loosely the way Negz does, but he really does give me those creepoid vibes. His smile, that stupid haircut, and that greased 50s hairdo, very bad 50s hairdo, and those crochet dicks. Okay, he crochets dicks. Okay, he gives me all manner, and then when he sings, it's easy to see why he's a failed opera singer. Okay, it's easy to see why. And and just that smile, okay? My blood runs cold. I get all manner of creepy. Ew, ew, ew. Not a good reference. I'm surprised Negz hasn't gone after him for being a you-know-what. Surprised he hasn't called him that. But he hasn't called Eric, what's his face? God, Fisherman, Hearts Love, Steph, you know who I'm talking about. Eric, what the fuck is his last name again? You know what I'm talking about. You never called Eric that either. Jesus Christ. He doesn't go after the real creeps. Oh, I wonder why that is.
Yesterday. But if anybody could please put a link to Crochetter's stream from yesterday, it was so much fun. It was great.
It now?
And
what? He was singing that stupid little song. Hey guys, hey, how are you? How are you? How are you? Okay, I'm done. It's out of my system.
Crochetter, who is a genius, coined the
I guess compared to you and Negzy, he probably is a genius. I guess.
Nickname for Yaba and Sam. So from now on,
can't wait to hear it.
Around here, they will be known as Blaba and Ham.
Oh, that is so clever. Sam and Yaba are known as Ham and Blaba. That is so clever. Oh my God, it is genius. Why did I not think of it? I'm coming to you guys in the chat now. Why did I not think of it? Oh, a super chat. Oh, thank you, Hippie Co, for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Thank you. The sound is good. Thank you, Harley. So, anyways, DC shows up here, but never in BGTV's chat. That's so true, Hoopa Balls. You know what, DC? Why don't you try heckling one of BGTV's streams, huh? See how well that will be received. See how well that would be received. Thank you again, Hippie Co, for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Okay. Yeah, good to see you. Okay, Lisa. Hoopa Balls, exactly. I wonder what that is. Yeah. You piqued my curiosity. You did. Yeah. You know what? He doesn't dare. It's true. At Negz, he'll talk smack about BGTV, but fuck. He won't react to him. Of course not. BGTV, when he does a stream, okay, reacting to Negz, he owns his lunch. And I've got to say at this point right now, BGTV is my favorite Negz reactor, okay? If there's if I was put a category Negz reaction channel, because he owns his lunch. It's amusing, DC, okay, here we go. DC, now do you drink cranberry juice by the gallons? It's a diuretic and you're insecure about your puppy. I don't know. Damn, thank you for reminding me. I need to get cranberry juice to get rid of my own puppiness. Thank you, K Petty. Got to put that on the shopping list. Thank you, K Petty. See, I come by my shit, honestly. I do. K Petty, or she's caught raging a UTI or wiping the wrong way. Ew. Crotching. Oh my God, I love your name for him. AK, I love your name for him. I love your name. Crocheter. I think you're referring to Crocheter, right? I'm assuming you're referring, because I love that name for him. I love it. That is clever. DC, your buddy calling Sam and Yaba Blaba and Ham, or Yam and Laba, whatever. Not clever. The crotch itcher, on the other hand, is hilarious. There we go. How does Miss Know-It-All know how crochet is pronounced? Who, me? Truth be told, I grew up with one of my issues growing up. I had issues with fine motor skills. So things like basic tasks like tying shoes, holding a fork, or holding a pencil were always difficult for me, let alone playing sports. Okay, were always difficult for me. And so my grandmother tried to teach me how to crochet. She always called it crochet. Everybody around the neighborhood called it crochet. At school, they taught us it was crochet. And, she tried to teach me how to crochet. Nah, didn't go so hot. Didn't go so hot. I don't care about the crochet cocks. I care that he made a joke saying black dicks. Did he really say that? Did he really say that? God, I need to catch up. Damn, I need to catch up. No, I must have missed that, K Petty. I didn't see. Ew. No, I didn't know about that. Zinc, thank you, Steph. Thank you, Steph. Yes, he is. He's right up there with Eric Zink. Yeah, it's funny how Negz does not call Eric Zink or the crocheter the you-know-what word, the word that shall not be mentioned. You want me to sing it, Harley? I don't want to sing again. Hey, God, okay, I'll get my tambourine. Hey, guys, hey. Hey, guys, hey. Okay, stop. Okay. He says crochet correctly, but also calls himself crocheter. Maybe because the D is doubled. That's possible, Vienna. That may be possible. How will Yaba recover? Yes, I'm sure Yaba and Sam are crying in each other's arms right now. I'm so sure they're crying in each other's arms, thinking how DC ruined their weekend. Yeah. She always loves both people. He's so creepy. Yeah, I agree with you there. Hey, Hater Tater, good to see you. I have to step out for now. Everyone have a good evening. Always a pleasure. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by, K Petty. Thank you. Okay, Boopa Balls at AK. Sam Yaba. Hey, Naughty Rudolph. It's been a hot minute since we've seen you around here. Yeah, she's scared of Petty Fam. Yeah, she is. Yeah, so is he. So is Loverboy, K Petty. Yeah. He's your favorite too, Lisa. You're talking about BGTV and as a Negz reactor? Yeah. Yeah, I love how he owns his lunch. I really do. I love how he owns his lunch. Right on, Poopa Balls. Yeah. Agree, BGTV. Yeah, he did. He did that. He did. Hey, I like cranberry juice myself, Hater Tater. I like the taste of it, and I need to buy some. You might want to check with your cardiologist about the bare paws you got going on. She needs a cardiologist. I think she needs a nurse and a cardiologist. Oh, okay, you were. Okay. Crochet. Yes, it is. It's pronounced crochet. Would he even know who Eric is? I don't think they... Yeah, they did once upon a time, Steph. They did. Long, long ago, back in the Rewired Soul scandal days. You remember that? Yeah. Are you telling me that the brown, educated DC pool broker extraordinaire can't pronounce crochet? No, obviously not. Good to see you too. Yeah, it's good to see you too, Hater Tater. Must be still lurking. I smell Bengay and bitterness. I like crocheting. I make all toques and scarves for my hubby. It's relaxing. I would love to have that skill. I don't make fun of the skill itself. It's an intricate skill. It's difficult. I have issues with fine motor skill, so that's definitely a no for me. It's just the real crocheter, Karsten himself, he crochets dicks. That seems to be all he does. He crochets dicks. Any guesses on her ringside? No idea, Watcher. No idea. Let's go back. Let's go back.
And I think Blaba and Ham is an amazing nickname for that pair of
Oh,
cells.
yeah.
So...
Yeah, I'm sure Yaba and Sam are crying in each other's arms right now as we speak. I'm sure they're crying, and they are so astounded. I am sure they are so astounded by those names. I'm sure they are just so astounded.
Yeah, if somebody could post Crocheter's stream, that would be very, very
Whatever,
cool.
I'm not playing it.
And Crocheter mentioned in his stream
Crocheter,
that he, along with me, and along with Negz, and along with a bunch of other creators.
What, you're having a menage a trois? You having a threesome? Look at her eyes are closed. Look at her, she's almost falling asleep.
Creators who have not yet gone public with this revelation, and may not. But
I'm waiting with bated breath.
But I'm just telling you, based on the conversations that that I've had offline with some people, that there has been a sort of a consensus in the community that Hussey is lying about pretty much everything. That he's lying about his back.
You mean the way you and Loverboy do? The way so many other YouTubers do? At least many YouTubers do embellish. Either way, look, if Hussey lied about his background, that's on him. Personally, for me, that's on him. Doesn't really do much in my life. You know what I mean? You're free to all have an opinion in the chat, but, you know, whether he lied or not about his background or embellished doesn't really affect me. But I see that it affects you, DC, so we're going to find out why. And then we're going to get you to that cardiologist, because we don't want you to have a heart attack over this, you know? We don't want you to have a heart attack over this.
Background, that he's lying about growing up wealthy, that he's lying about
Whatever.
being legally blind, that he's lying and lying and lying and lying about everything.
I have no idea about the legally blind. I don't know what the standard is in the United States or the New York State, but in my province, whether it's legal blindness or whatever disability you're trying to claim, you have to jump through a bunch of bloody hoops. And me, I'm not on government disability. I'm on a salary insurance from my previous, because I paid into an insurance, a disability insurance when I was working through my union. Okay, so that's a whole other kettle of fish. But I do remember, I'll speak for myself, I do remember, okay, originally my doctor, it was to get me back to work. It was to get me back to work, but part-time and in a different department where there was a lot less stress. There was a lot less of a stress load. It turned out my employer hired a bunch of specialists, okay, so-called independent experts to examine me. And they all said that I could never go back to work. Never mind, try another department, nothing. They just all said I couldn't go back to work. And so I ended up on the insurance. But I had to jump through hoops through a 3-year period. Okay? 3-year period. And that was just not even to get the permanent retirement that I got now. It was just to get to work part-time in a different, to change my department, to change the department where I was working. But yeah, so it's not that easy. But like I said, I don't know what the threshold is in New York State or in the United States.
And, you know, one of the things that Hussey loves to do, he loves to throw things in our faces. And one of the
And you like to throw things in other people's faces. You throw poop. You and your boyfriend throw poop. You throw things around and sees what sticks. Next.
Things that he loves to throw in our faces is how he grew up wealthy. And when
I got to admit, I'm not really fond of the bragging, like from anybody, whether it's Hussey, whether it's DC. You know, I always found that if you have to flex and you have to flex often, yeah, something's not quite right. You know, it's just not quite right. Anybody who feels a need to flex all the time, I realize that's the type of society we live in where everybody flexes, you know, everybody's trying to be better than the other. Oh, I know this famous person. I'm going to this famous person's house. I have more money than you do. I have more money. I have a bigger house. It's like, stop. Oh, I know this famous person. I had dinner with them. Stop. God. Means, you know, no need. If your personality, in my opinion, if you have a decent personality and you're a personable person, you shouldn't have to need to flex. You really shouldn't.
especially when he gets loaded, he likes to tell me.
I don't care if he gets loaded as long as he's not out driving drunk. As long as he's not out driving drunk, you know, where he can actually hurt other people. I don't care.
That he grew up with so much money, and I'll never have what he had, past tense, had. God,
I hate that smile of hers. Yeah. Why are you obsessed with his past anyway? This is what I don't get. Why are you obsessed with his past? The other day, you were complaining about this chick, Hanny. I'll be honest with you, I don't really know who this Hanny is. The first time I ever heard her name was when DC first talked about her super secret Israeli cousins who were supposedly in the IDF, who quote unquote loved her very, very much. That was the very first time I ever heard this Hanny, but I have outside of that, I really don't know who she is outside of She may or may not have sent Negz some nudes. Oh God, another one who sent him nudes. Ladies, why did you send this revenge pornographer nudes? Why? Why? I will not get it. But I still live in denial, DC. Still live in denial.
Young man. And I think that he thinks that I grew up in a barn.
Well, you act like you do. You eat like you do. You live with one who grew up in a barn. You live with a dude who eats peanut butter out of a jar and drinks bidet water.
So I wanted to show you guys my childhood home.
Let's see it.
I wanted to show you where I grew up.
I don't care.
Here it is.
But let's see it. Let's see it. Ah, pretty house. Looks like a typical house you would see in Montreal's West End. Move on. You know, I grew up in a house like that too. One of the houses, my father moved us around a lot, but I grew up in houses like that too. What's your point? Big fucking whoop.
Oh, look, what's that?
It's a tree. It's a tree. They call it a tree.
Well, I'll be goddamned. You know what that is?
It's a tree.
That is an attic.
Oh, behind the tree. Behind the tree. Okay, you lived in an attic. Oh, that's something to... Wow, okay. You lived in an attic. I lived in a shoe.
Guess where I lived? In my parents' home. When I was interning in TV, I had to move back home for a while. When I decided to change course and leave politics and go into TV, I moved back in with my parents, and I lived in the...
I guess your parents didn't really want you around in front of company in daylight either. I'm guessing. I'm guessing they didn't want you around daylight either.
Attic.
Okay.
And guess what was in that attic?
I don't know. I don't know. What was in that attic? I'm coming to you in the chat. Maybe we can play a game. Maybe we can play a game. There we go. Coming up. Okay. Okay, here we go. Hey, Kim. Hey, Kimster. I haven't seen you in a while. Hey. Yeah, the notification is terrible. I know. The notification system on YouTube is awful. No, I don't think... She might have heart issues. I don't know, Fisherman. I honestly don't know. I honestly don't know. I'm fucking around. Oh, I know. That guy is off his rocker. Crocheted Negz D for GC. I remember that too, Hater Tater. Ah, well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. I remember the TRS mess, but I had no idea Negz was in mental health. Yeah, yes and no. He kind of like was on the periphery of it stuff. Yeah. It was on the periphery of it. Yes and no. But they did. Eric used to watch him, I know, and stuff like that. I take that as I take that over struggle straps. Kick the can, run, patches, rattle can, run, rattle can. Here we go. Rattle can, run, rattle can, run, rattle can, run, rattle can, run. Okay. All right. It's out of my system now. Okay. She's harping on shit that's not important and no one cares about. Isn't that? Yeah, right, AK? Right. Because Lover Boy wants to harp on it. Yes, AK. They keep trying to take Hussy down, but it's these two who keep getting suspended from social media platforms. Yeah, you're right. It's true. Yeah, ODSP, I got zero problems. I didn't have to go through much of anything, just the doctor's note. Oh, really? Oh my God. I knew people who tried to get on government disability here in Quebec, and they had to jump through hoops. It would take a year. Me, it took 3 years to get the insurance payout. You know, God, I paid into it enough years, you know. But yeah. Okay, right on, Poopa Balls. Go show Poopa Balls some love. Oh, Callie, our other favorite. Yes, Callie, iconic Callie. Callie should have a t-shirt. Like, I'm not going to come up with a Callie merch because I don't believe in using somebody's likeness for merch I won't do that. But I won't do that. But it would be kind of funny, Callie, you know, Callie face merchant saying, at least Jeffrey Dahmer wasn't racist. God. Yeah. Bragging like that is tacky. No, yeah, agreed. Agreed, hater tater. It is. She's had to stop complaining about Hussey's band evasion and Peanuts, and now she's making all new channels for Loverboy. Oh, I ate that. Ate that romantic, Vienna. That is so romantic. Fedora agree. Anyone that has to convince people how happy they are tells me all I need to know. Right, Poopa? Yeah. Who cares? People are people. If you need to impress with who you are, who you know, rather than who you are, you're insecure. Absolutely true, hater tater. Absolutely true. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. High five to Harley. This reminds me of Natter showing off his $1 million apartment in Egypt. It's weak as fuck. Oh, it is most definitely weak as fuck. Look, I used to work in the taxi industry before I became an evil public servant. I used to work in the taxi industry. I was a dispatcher. And here in Montreal, a lot of the cab drivers are from countries like Haiti. They're also, you know, from third world, like from Africa. And a lot of them are from the Middle East. And those who are from the Middle East, like they had all kinds of shit they left behind. Businesses, homes, careers, you know, careers like doctor, engineer. And they came here and they became cab drivers, you know. So, yeah. So what happens here? The Amityville Horror House. Da-da-da-da. Oh, no, that's the Addams Family. Wrong show. Da-da-da-da. Da-da. That's true. Then 2 surgery. What a flex, DC. I know, Harley? Why is she showing this? Nobody cares. I know. A 45-year-old man? Go figure, hater tater. Go figure, bats. Oh, her and Beg's bending over their shared love of addicts. How romantic. I know, right? They were afraid she's crawl upstairs backwards and pee on the carpet. She had Jimmy Hoffa. Oh, that's where Jimmy Hoffa went. Oh. I'm surprised she hasn't flexed about that. I slept with Jimmy Hoffa. I'm surprised. I am so surprised. Hey, Sherry. Good to see you. Good, love you too. Good to see you, Sherry. She's so cartoonish. Isn't she, Lil Boots? Yeah. I'm still trying with disability. I tested positive for lupus and rheumatoid, but it's still hard to get. Yeah, exactly. You know, you have to really go through a lot of hoops. So that's why I'm not going to question Hussey. If he's legally blind and he's getting aid, government aid, disability for being legally blind, I'm not really going to question it. Like I said, I don't know the laws in his state. But I'm just speaking like Poopa Ball just said, where she is, the threshold is pretty difficult to meet. You know, she's American. Yeah. Just sub can't wait. Right on. Go show Poopa Ball some love, boys and girls. Go show Poopa Ball some love. Terry. Good to see you, Sherry. Sherry and Terry. Yeah, Sherry and Terry. Her boyfriend is not the flex. I know. Oh, hell I know. All right, let's go. Let's go.
And in my childhood bedroom, wood paneling.
Your childhood bedroom. Oh, my goodness. Here I was thinking you had Addams Family wallpaper. I thought you were hiding a corpse of, I don't know. Somebody said Jimmy Hoffa. I thought I was going to say you were hiding a corpse of Negz's father. I don't know.
I think that my parents decided to do a renovation of the house.
I think your parents decided to hide you away from company. Yeah, I think they decided to hide you away from company.
House around the same time that Negz's grandmother put up that paneling in the attic, because the paneling that I grew up with was exactly
okay.
Like the
so they have the same interior decorator.
Same.
Move on.
Both in my childhood bedroom and in the attic. The attic was the
We're moving ahead a bit. I don't give a shit about the attic.
What it would be listed for.
2 million. Okay,
You
that's
screenshot
most
that,
houses.
Hussey? Somebody send that to Hussey. You
know, if Hussey is that insignificant to you, why do you keep reacting to him? Why? Like, I mean, I know you've admitted that he's pretty much content. I think Loverboy admitted that he's content for you. Oh, I forgot to mention. Yes, Loverboy lost his Twitch channel yet again. Yay! Yay! He lost his Twitch channel. Again, I'm still catching up. I have no idea what the circumstances were behind it this time, but I have a feeling mentioning that you know what word, the P word or the C word, a little too often, it's disturbing. It's quite disturbing. So, yeah, I can see why Twitch might take issue with it.
That's not what my parents paid for it. They bought it in the 1950s when DC was still a cow town.
Like a house of 2 million here in Montreal, okay, right here in Montreal proper. Houses like that go for 2-3 million. What's your point, DC? It's not a flex, okay? It's not a flex. One of the houses I grew up in, my grandmother's old house, okay, a semi-detached in Western Montreal, okay, would go for, nowadays, it would go for 3-4 million easy. What's your, you see, I can play this game too. That's my point. I can play this game too to prove that you're not that special, okay? You're not that special.
Before the Kennedys made it glamorous. But yeah, Hussy, and the only reason that I bring this up, what did Meg say? God damn it, why do I keep on missing anything? Yeah, the walk-in closet is bigger than Hussy's kitchen. That's
what walk-in closet? So it's bigger than his kitchen. Why are you flexing over a guy who's in subsidized housing? Why? I don't give a rat's ass about your walk-in closet.
true. That's true. So please tell me again, Hussy. Tell me what I grew up with. Tell me where I grew up. And tell me what I had as a kid. See, I wouldn't be bothering to post that or to show that on stream. And oh, let me show you the address because I know Vidal and Bridget are going to want to look this up. This is the address of the house.
Okay, you saw it here first, boys and girls, because you know sometime down the road he's going to whine and cry and bitch and kvetch about somebody finding her house, finding her childhood home and her childhood attic, okay? You know this kid, she's going to do that. So feel free to screenshot this. And when we hear her complain and bitch and kvetch, as she always does down the road, throw that back in her face.
2824 Bellevue Terrace, Bellevue Terrace, Northwest in Washington, D.C.
There we go, kids. There you have it. So if she kvetches and whines in a few months down the road that somebody found the house, yeah. You know, and DC, you shouldn't be doing that because you probably you dox some unsuspecting people who probably don't have anything to do with this shit side of YouTube, okay, and know nothing about it. So, way to go. Slow clap. Way to go. Wow. I'm coming to you in the chat. Yeah. You have fibromyalgia. I'm sorry to hear that, Sherry. I know people who have it. Degenerate disc disease. My mother had that too. Yeah. Wow. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Sherry, that you're going through. Oh, yeah? Poopa. Creepy, isn't it, Lil Boots? Creepy. Yes, she is, Lisa. Yes, she is. Her new promoter, on the formaldehyde. On the formaldehyde. Embalming fluid. I know. 7-day ban. Oh, the Twitch was just a 7-day ban? Oh, shucks. I thought it was permanent. Oh, God. A girl can hope. Girl can hope. I had no idea yet. Yeah, I'm sorry, Sherry. I had no idea either. I'm really sorry you had to go through that. Or you have to go through that. This is why she's losing her audience. People sub to her for her Chantal reactions. And now she talks about Hussy, Vidal, and Bridget. I know. It's ridiculous. She could grow mushrooms under those filthy nails. Ew. Surgery. Oh, God, now I see why your name is Surgery. So she just doxed innocent people. Yeah, exactly. She doxed some innocent people in DC. Can you imagine now some psychopath? And it's happened, you know. All you have to do is look back a couple of years ago, a year or two ago, the Frank Hassel and Boogie 2988 incident. Yeah, it does happen. Way to go, DC. Slow clap. You just doxed some innocent people. Way to go. Yeah. Thank you. DCQ. That's pretty much it. Okay, let's go. Sorry about that. I was choking. Sorry about that. Okay, let's move on.
So if you don't believe I grew up there, you can go ahead and you can look up the sales records of that house.
God, you really just to one up on just to do a one up on Hussey, a stranger on the internet at the end of the day, just to one up on Hussey, you decided to dox a bunch of strangers, innocent strangers. Can somebody make that make sense to me? Because I'm not getting it.
Or you can look.
And don't think, like I said, DC, don't think that there are no psychotic people. No, think so.
The deed, and you can see that my mother sold that house in
I don't care.
2004. After living there for what, like 50 years, 45,
Goody
50 years.
Goody for you.
So tell me again, Hussey. Tell me again how much better you are. Tell me again.
Aren't you the one trying to best Hussey right now? This whole tit for tat thing.
I want to hear all about it. And somebody was in my comments section saying that I'm punching down because what if Hussey has mental illness? And it's so unfair to dogpile somebody who's unwell and blah, 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 blah. Negz has mental illness.
We're getting into the juicy shit. It's old, tiring shit, but I'm going to make it entertaining.
Negz's child is on the autism spectrum.
We know that.
Negz is disabled, and this is all diagnosed by.
Wait a minute. This is where we're going to part company here. Autism spectrum is recognized as a legal disability in both the United States and in Canada. I'm not sure about other jurisdictions, but okay, I'll go with that. But Negz? Oh.
By the way, this is all officially diagnosed by doctors.
Look, we know he's got a lot of things wrong with him, okay? We get it, okay? He was born with a heart defect that he had to have surgery for. He has diverticulitis. For some silly reason, his back is curved. He's got a hunchback, and he wears a harness. From time to time, he wears a harness, a.k.a. the struggle straps. He wears a harness. I thought this was some kind of kinky sex game that they play. But ew, outie, 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 outie. But yeah, but diverticulitis is not a legal disability. Neither is a humpback. Okay? Scoliosis, if he had scoliosis as a teenager, that's not a legal disability. My brother has scoliosis, okay, as a teenager as well. My brother works as a bicycle courier, okay? He works as a bicycle courier. All right.
When has that ever stopped anyone?
And speaking of disabilities, we'll get to it. You ableist bitch. I'm getting to that.
As long as Hussey has not been declared incompetent by a court, then he is an adequate and suitable target for criticism.
Okay, well, that same would go for Negzy Poo because he too, as far as we know, is legally competent. He's legally compos mentis, as you point out. The same could apply to him then.
As long as he is going to continue going on stream, lying about people.
Oh, so you're threatening him. You're trying to get him to get off the internet. Okay. Yeah, nice.
Well, hello and hi. How are you? So I don't give a shit. And Hussey has never mentioned being diagnosed with a condition.
I don't know. It's not for us to diagnose whether Hussey has mental health issues. That's between him and his mental health. That's between him and healthcare providers. And if he wants to share that, that's his own thing. You know, I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to speculate on that. All I know is about the legal blindness because he shared that himself. He shared that publicly. But, you know, I'm not going to speculate about the rest.
Negz is very unwell physically. He was born with.
But here's the thing. You just pointed out, DC, that the threshold for so-called ability versus disability is being legally competent. Your buddy boy is legally competent too. So why is he disabled but Hussey is not? Why is it not good for the goose?
Certain conditions that he can't get therapy to get rid of, or can't go on a diet or get stomach stapling surgery to get rid of. So
diverticulitis can be managed. It can be managed. But if he's eating crap like peanut butter out of a jar and drinking Mountain Dew day in and day out, no, it's not going to heal properly. But yeah, it can be managed with a high fiber diet and a lot of liquid, like water, a lot of water, for instance. It can be managed.
You know, the fact that you all don't give a shit means I don't give a fuck about what Hussey's problems are. I don't.
And that's your right. You shouldn't give a shit about him. But here's the point. You care about him too much because that's all you talk about these days. Okay, so you do give a shit about him. Okay, you do.
Care. I don't
care.
Yes,
you do. Oh, yes,
and
you
I'm
do.
going to continue pummeling his face into the ground.
See, you care enough. If you didn't care, you wouldn't care about pummeling his face to the ground.
With words. And I also don't care because Hussey went on stream and he accused Negz of lying about being sexually assaulted when he was younger. He accused.
Oh, God, here we go. I don't think we should. This is too delicate a thing. You know what's, I'm going to say what's damaging. As somebody who worked for youth protection in my province, okay, I was not a social worker, just to be clear. I was an administrative assistant. I know DC likes to claim that I misrepresent myself, and I never do, never have. I was an administrative. I assisted teams of frontline social workers, though. I assisted a team of child psychologists, frontline child psychologists as well. But this is what I hate, okay? The back and forth, you know, like lightly. Like Negz goes off with the, you know, the P word and the C word all the time. You are lightening it. You are all lightening it. And then you go on, you know, the tit for tat. Hussey may have said he was or may not have said he was. Negz may or may not be lying about it. If it's true, I'm sorry it happened to him. But it doesn't give him a reason to be an asshole either. And what's unfortunately happened is your blubber boy have cheapened it. You've cheapened it. It is a serious issue that has long-lasting damage on children. It has been proven time and time again, even scientifically, that it has long-lasting damage. And the way you trivialize it for YouTube drama, I think that's particularly gross. I'm coming to you guys in the chat now. I'm coming to you guys. Yeah. Hey, IT, it me. Hey, me. Hi, it me. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Hi, it me. I thought she was in the process of selling the place she lives in now. It is not listed for sale. I don't know where she lives, so I don't know if it's listed or not. It me, to be honest. I think she thinks she's superior to everyone, so worldly and sophisticated, well-connected, yet she spends her days reading rag magazines from Negg's attic. What a joke, I know. She's, yeah, Vienna, absolutely true, Vienna. Fedora, hope you're feeling better last time you had the vid. Oh, thank you. Yes, I tested negative as of last Tuesday. But I gotta say, it's left me more fatigued a lot easily. That's why it takes me forever now to catch up on anything. that I was supposed to be doing, because even though I tested negative now since Tuesday, I still feel the need to take a lot of naps. I still feel the need to take a lot of naps. Now my cardiologist wants to see me for a long echocardiograph on the 4th of November, because he's concerned that the vid may have done some damage to my heart. He wants to see that it hasn't done any damage to my heart. So there's that. Her current place is only worth $470,000 if she even owns it. I wouldn't know the real estate value of DC, to be honest. So whatever you tell, I'm going to go along with it. I'm going to go along with it because I don't know any better. Yes, she is incredibly shallow, isn't she? She is. This is one of my issues with DC, that he's fucking shallow. No excuse for his actions, Negz. Exactly, Harley. Lil Boots. Someone always has it worse, DC. Absolutely right, Lil Boots. Absolutely true. That does not give Struggle Straps. God, I'm going to laugh at that name forever. Struggle Straps the excuse to treat people the way he has, and the way he continues to do so out of my face with the disability. Yeah, exactly. I agree. I'm with you there. You know, I don't know how he gets disability and someone like you yourself has to struggle to, is still fighting to get it. It makes no sense to me either, Poopa Balls. But I do hope you prevail one day. I really do. She infantilizes Negz constantly. I know, isn't it, Lisa? It is. It is. Struggle Straps probably diagnosed himself with the last time he actually saw a doctor. True. Lisa Simpson, she sure does. Struggle Straps was not born to be a dick. Poopa Balls, when it was last time he saw a bar of soap. I really don't know. I would have thought she would have made him bathe by now. Desperate duo in the attic. Everyone who aids those fields helps. Yeah, exactly. She showed the pics a couple of days ago, and it's a simple search. Ah, okay. Good to know. Good to know. Okay. For those of you who wish to, I'm just going to do a quick obnoxious e-begging portion of the show. If you want to support the channel via PayPal, the link is pinned in the comment. If you're watching in replay, all links to support the channel are below in the description box. I also have a merch store. If you want to buy merch. Okay. And all my socials are below as well. Catch you.
Negz of lying about his scoliosis. He accused Negz of lying about all these things, right? So
I can't speak for Hussey. I'm not saying he's lying about scoliosis. I don't know. But scoliosis is not even a legal disability, at least not here in this province. Not in any Canadian province that I know of. Okay? Hell, my brother, as I mentioned, my brother had scoliosis. He works as a bicycle courier.
So I'm just playing by your rules. Okay? Hussey, I think that you have lied about everything. I think that you have lied about your background.
Oh, God, are we still harping on that? Who cares?
I think that picture that you showed of Don King, Negz had one theory about how it was that you got that picture.
Wasn't Negz a fan of Don King, the boxing promoter with the electrocuted hair?
With Don King. He thinks that maybe your dad won some money and ended up
again. I don't care.
I have a different.
I'm going to move this. I'm moving it up. I don't care. I don't care about Don King.
Was he planned? Oh, maybe because you were unplanned. That's why, your father doesn't speak to you or disowned you or whatever. Well, gee, Hussey, are you saying that you were planned and you were so loved that your parents never wanted to have another child because you were such a blessing and such an angel? Then
how do you know that wasn't the case? Did you grow up in his house? Did you grow up in his neighborhood? Did you go to school with him? I don't think so. You're a good 10 years older than he is. So I'm going to say no to, at least you didn't go to school with him. How do you know what his relationship with his family was like?
Then why the fuck did your father gamble away your inheritance? He left you.
Gambling is a disease. Gambling addiction. It's an addiction like drug addiction. It's slightly different because you're not taking in substances. You're not consuming. But gambling is an addiction. Okay, it's an addiction. An addiction is a disease. That's why.
With nothing. Not even a sandwich shop.
But yeah, keep up with the able, but you're not ableist. No.
Where you could snitch on the employees earning minimum wage. Left you with nothing. I don't care what you had growing up. You have nothing now. You have nothing.
So this is how you're going to pummel him with? That he has nothing? This is what you're going to pummel him? Do you do this in real life? Do you do that to say, like, in the worst neighborhoods of DC, or if you go somewhere like Gary, Indiana, which has been proclaimed, what was it, the most depressing city in the U.S.? Do you do that to other people in real life? Inquiring minds want to know.
You are relying on the taxpayers. So
is Loverboy, huh? So is Loverboy.
Oh well.
Oh well. God, I hate that smile. Ay, that smirk.
I know, they are such stupid questions, aren't they, Gothic? They're ridiculous.
I don't care.
So earlier today,
Come on, talk.
I posted something. I did a thing.
You did a thing. Oh, congratulations. You did a thing. You did a thing.
I posted on my community tab. I'm loving the community tab, by the way. It's a lot more fun than
oh, come on. Once you're out of Twitter jail, you're going to be back to going after your Twitter enemies. Come on now. You are just itching to get back at your Twitter enemies now.
It's a lot more fun than Twitter, I'm discovering.
Oh, you'll be back on Twitter. You'll be back.
Okay. Why isn't this showing up on my community tab?
I don't know. Maybe the Google mods, the Google bots took it down. I don't know. Maybe you forgot to hit send or hit enter. I don't know.
Hang on.
We're hanging. We're hanging. We're hanging. We're hanging. Hanging, hanging, hanging.
Well, this is strange.
What? This is funny. He's all confused. This is funny. This is one of the most entertaining.
This is really weird. I can't find my community tab. Why not?
You forgot to hit send or post.
All right. You know what?
Right?
I posted the following thing.
Let's see. Oh, she kept it draft.
Vidal.
Oh, Vidal. Here we go. Vidal, not sure if you're watching, but you in big trouble, girl. You in big, 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 big trouble, girl.
Decided that she was going to get clever with me.
You know what? It's not that hard to get clever with you, quote unquote, get clever with you. It's not that hard. Okay, it's not rocket science. Come on.
Let me pull up her. I feel like Kaya right now.
Why? Come on.
Okay. All right.
Vidal, what have you gone and done? Did you erase her? Did you somehow magically erase her community tab post?
So somebody sent her a clip or a little posting from Negz's chat. Where that said, oh no, it was from my chat actually, where Negz said, "Wait until we find out who you are, Vidal. LOL, every intimate detail will be aired out." So Vidal writes, "When you have no argument or justifiable reason for the behavior you're being criticized for, go IRL.
Well, that's what your boyfriend does. See, this is what I never got. You accuse everybody under the sun of making trouble at your job or this fictitious job. Okay? But Loverboy, he was the one who originally got in touch with your work, him and Scott Stevens. Scott Stevens, who I believe he used to call Igor once upon a time. You know? So where's the error here? That's what he does. When in doubt, he goes IRL. That's what Loverboy does. That's what you're doing. That's what you're doing.
What behavior did you criticize me for, Vidal, that was actually accurate? What did you criticize me for?
I don't know. I don't read all of her posts, so I don't know.
For trying to pump myself up because I said I was going to a dinner at the house of an...
Well, the flexing. Here we go again with the flexing. I have no idea what Vidal said about that, but I'll speak for myself. I already covered this. The flexing, the bloody flexing, okay, is gross already, and it shows a personality defect on your part. Okay, stop that now. Stop with that flexing. And you know what? I wonder why you didn't bring Negzy to the ambassador's house for dinner. Oops, that would have required him to leave the state of Indiana and actually have to put on a suit and tie. And actually have to learn to hold a fork. Okay, I shouldn't talk because I have trouble holding forks, but I have fine motor skills issues. What's your excuse?
Ambassador? Is that what happened?
You know, people who have to flex about going to people who go to ambassadors' houses, like, or dignitaries' homes, you know, regularly, usually they don't flex about it. It's not something they flex about. And if you're doing YouTube crap like this, it's something I would keep secret, actually, because it might be more harm than good.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. Oh. So anyway, what I said was, and you can go to my community tab or check it out. What I said was, well, it was Mrs. Parker who excused Hussey.
I think it's more like Mrs. Parker doesn't really give a rat's ass, but okay.
Soliciting information about Beth Thomas, who made a joke about him in Negz's chat. And he was soliciting information about her, and he ended up posting pictures from her Instagram.
This is a gray line that I have trouble with, Facebook and the Instagram. And this is why I changed my privacy settings on Facebook on a lot of my posts. Because I know my detractors, which I have many on YouTube, would probably go try and find some post on Facebook, you know, and so I do put the privacy settings. But I also have a rule of thumb, and I learned years ago when I took that seminar with the labor lawyer regarding social media and stuff. Rule of thumb is on social media, if you don't want your mother to read it, don't put it up. That's my opinion. You could have a different opinion, obviously. But the thing is, when you go, you know, to Facebook, I don't know. All I can say is, you know, it's up to you to decide. You know, if you want to tighten your privacy settings on Facebook. I don't know if you can do that with Instagram or not, but you know, you can control and be careful what you post on Instagram. You know, yeah, you know, I mean, if there's a picture that Beth Thomas didn't want Hussey or anyone to find, then don't post it. You know what I mean?
And I said, Mrs. Parker has said that if you are soliciting private information about someone in the pursuit of a legal case, then that is not doxing. That is justified. So, you know, my answer would be, okay, you have a problem.
Yeah, but that's just one opinion. That's just one opinion.
With it, go complain to Mrs. Parker. I'm following her rules now.
Oh, that's it. So you're going to blame somebody else for your own shitty ass behavior. Got it. So anytime Negzy Poo goes IRL, you're going to blame Mrs. Parker? Got it. Okay. Duly noted.
So Vidal responded to that by saying, when you're criticized for your own, no. When you're criticized for your own unjustifiable behavior, deflect your own culpability onto others who are irrelevant to the conversation to appear blameless, then go IRL. Okay. What unjustifiable behavior were you criticizing me for when you posted the pictures of the house that Negz and I were looking at? What unjustifiable behavior?
The Streisand effect. I can't speak to that because I have no idea about this incident. Like I said, I'm still doing a lot of catching up.
What unjustifiable behavior were you criticizing when you posted the pictures of the rooms in the Versace mansion?
Wait, hold on. You posted, no, hold on. Whoa. Negz put posts up on TikTok of the whole Versace mansion room, and you did a video, okay, of slides of the Versace mansion, not to mention the newlywed couple and the families that you shot in pictures. What's wrong with you? What's the matter with you? Dang. You know? Yeah. Okay. No. About the Versace mansion. No, 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 no. You kept flexing that you and Loverboy were going. Loverboy posted some shit on TikTok. You posted a 10-minute video of a slideshow. You know? No, 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 no. No.
When you posted the fact that both of the events that I went to on Friday were public, which I never said they weren't. I never said they were private events. What unjustifiable behavior? What culpability onto others? What culpability?
Well, that's what you do. That's what you do. You know, Loverboy's shortcomings. What would happen? Loverboy was the one who emailed your work, him and Scott Stevens. But you're still harp on Irate Alex for dumping a bunch of DMs. Okay, that's just one example of what you do. Okay, you do deflect your bad behavior onto other people. You do it all the time. Oh, and in this stream, she also goes after Vicky, of course, as usual, as per usual.
That house in Indiana. I never gave that address. You, Vidal, went to the trouble of going on Zillow and looking that house up and posting pictures. So I will be very, very eager to hear you explain all this to a judge. I will.
What? I don't know. Again, I don't know much about you American jurisprudence, but I don't know, somehow I don't see a judge willing to entertain it, at least not in Canada anyway, not here in Canada. I wouldn't see a judge entertaining. Why? Because some stranger on YouTube looked up on some lookup site like Canada 411 and found a picture of a house and put it up. Look, years ago, many years ago, this is where the term Streisand effect came from. Many, many years ago, okay, there was, you know, some tourists going through Los Angeles. And what is one thing tourists do when they go through Los Angeles? They want to look at the celebrities' homes. They drive through Beverly Hills and all that. And they look through celebrity homes. Somebody posted a picture of Barbara Streisand's house online. Now, Barbara Streisand made a huge stink of it, where Barbara Streisand's people made a huge stink of it. And the more of a stink that she and her people made, the more people were curious to go look at the postings and the pictures of her home. See, what I'm trying to say is you're drawing attention to this. You're drawing attention to the house hunting, the real estate you're going. You're drawing. The more you bitch and kvetch about it, the more attention you draw to it.
I think it'll be very interesting, since you have appointed yourself the judge, jury, and executioner, and you can't get away with saying that we can't pursue defamation or harassment or whatever claims because we're public figures, because the law is not clear on whether or not YouTubers are public figures. You could make an argument in the case of a James Charles or a Trisha Paytas.
Yeah, they would be. Jeffree Star, yeah, they would be. PewDiePie.
Or a PewDiePie, or the Ace family, or people like that, because public figures have a much higher bar that they have to meet in order to be able to pursue a claim. Somebody with a channel my size or with a channel Negz's size, it's not entirely clear whether or not we qualify.
Except if Barbara Streisand couldn't do much legally about the posts about her home, what makes you think you couldn't? Oh yeah, difference between you and Barbara Streisand.
Public figures. We're private citizens with social media channels. And we have the protections of private citizens, and we have the protections.
Yes and no. I think that's a double-edged sword, but that would be a discussion for another time.
Afforded to private citizens who are being stalked online by strangers.
I don't know, like your buddy Jan stalked me and Peter Mon and Metamorphosis Rocks. Like that kind of stalking? Or how your buddy Negz demanded my medical records last year? Huh.
So all I'm going to say, Vidal, is you keep on posting information about me that I don't share on my channel. You go ahead and do that. go ahead and do that. And I will keep hitting you with privacy complaints. I will keep hitting you with bullying and harassment complaints.
Oh, you're a fine one to talk about bullying and harassment. Oh, no, 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 no. You who devoted a channel initially to nothing but Chantal and Amberlynn content. And then now it devoted to Hussy content. Devoted to nothing but Hussy. A-logger. Oh, no, 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 no. You're in no position to talk about harassment and bullying. Oh, no, no. Hell no. And you kind of endorsed it when Jan was doing it. Your old buddy Jan was doing it to me and Peter Mon and Metamorphosis Rocks. No, 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 no. You don't get to do that.
And I may even end up serving you. I haven't decided
yet. You do that.
If it happens, it probably won't be until next year.
Again, I don't know much about American jurisprudence, but here in Canada, a judge's clerk, a clerk's office would lap you out of the courtroom, of the courthouse.
But I'm just warning you. I am putting you on warning. That everyone can see that you are mentally unbalanced. And that your obsessions have gone too far. Hello, Hatman. How are you?
Wasn't Hatman another one who disliked Negz intensely? Is he now buddy with him? I'm coming to you guys in the chat. Coming to you guys. Hey, Tinkerbell. Hey, Tinkerbell's Fairy Dust. Good to see you. Okay. So, coming back. Yeah, exactly. Okay. Hang on. All right. Who knows? So they talk about Hussy. Do they talk about Hussy when they're alone? Sure, starting to look that way, Lisa. They're starting to look that way. They are one happy couple. Yeah. Hardly living their best lives. I'm not quite caught up, to be honest, AK. I don't know what Vidal is being accused of or not being accused of, to be truthful. Okay. Vidal needs a cape. For what, being a liar? Yeah, okay, Vidal can. Okay, this is something else I'm not caught up on. I think she doesn't want him coming to visit her because she's ashamed of him. She's built him up to all her friends and family, and if he came to DC, they'd find out who he really is. I'm inclined to believe that, Lisa Simpson. At first, I thought it was him who would refuse to go to DC, you know, because he has a fear of leaving DC, leaving Indiana, sorry. But I'm starting to believe, yeah, I'm starting to believe that too. She uses him for her yayas, and she pays him for that, yeah. Keep it all your private, your socials. Yeah, don't use your legal name. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Don't lose your legal name. Look, on Facebook, I don't use my legal name either. I don't. I don't. I don't know much. I really don't know much about that left. I really don't. They dox themselves. Yes, they do. She made it public of where they were going. Thank you. Yes. They did. DC already said they weren't buying the house. Who cares if she looked it up? Yeah, I'm inclined to agree with you. If they weren't taking the house, what was the point? You know, yeah. What's the point? I love how Vidal triggers her so much. I'm going to give her points for that, too. I'm sorry. I know some people don't like her, but I got to give her points for that. I got to give her points for that. Maybe she shouldn't care so much then. Pretty much. Pretty much. You have funny, Clara. All of these incidents of people going to court. It is so dumb, left. I agree with you. It's all dumb. Here in Canada, it wouldn't wash. Okay? Because a judge would lap you out of the courtroom. Okay? I agree with you there. No public figures here. No, not here. Not us. You can be on public property and take a photo of someone's house. There's no law against that. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yes, left waste of time. I would love for her to spend all her money on lawyers and lawsuits. If she has no money, she has no negz. Absolutely true. Hey, damn Danny, it's been a while. Happy Sunday to you too. Good to see you. Good to see you too. Clara's an old bully at that. Yes, she is. Why are her hands bigger than her boyfriend's? Because she's more masculine than Loverboy is. You know that. Wasting time is DC. It's insane. She is. Hey, girl. DC, if you're the one showing photos of your childhood home and your current home. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you. Negz was I know. We heard about it. Hot Man is now besties with Negz. Aw, ain't that adorable? Hello, Nightfall. Good to see you. Hola to you too. He pays to be her simp. No, she pays to be his simp. She pays to be his simp, Nightfall. He has no money. Embarrassed, no doubt. They need to burn it from what I heard. LOL. Wow, that's sad. He pays actual money to be her simp. Why is Vidal so invested in Negz and DC? I mean, we all enjoy the comedy of this train wreck, but some people are top invested. I have no idea who started what between them to be true. Like I said, I don't know. Every time I try to catch up, I fall further behind because something else happens. My Fedora misadventures keeps getting derailed because of medical situations, for instance. Like I have much to catch up on, catching up on drama, the YouTube drama. As much as I'd love to be up to date and abreast of everything, it's just not. Sometimes it's just not possible, and maybe it's not meant to be. You know, Clara did. Yeah, she did. But there comes a time, and this is something we got to talk about. And you can read about it in the news, for instance. Amanda Todd, that Canadian girl who tragically ended her life after being tormented by some idiot in the Netherlands. He just recently got his sentence handed down to him for what happened to Amanda Todd. So that's one example. When does just the internet cease to be just the internet? And I think that's a discussion worth having. We're not going to really have it tonight, but I think it's a discussion worth having at some point, because people do get hurt. People do get hurt mentally and physically sometimes, yes? I mean, and if you want to go to YouTube, look to the example, the Frank Hassel Boogie 2988 thing. I think Boogie 2988 ended up getting arrested. For those who don't know, short story long, Frank Hassel was, I don't know if he was another content creator, but just at the beginning of the lockdowns and the pandemic, he crossed many state lines and showed up at Boogie 2988's house. Boogie 2988 took a gun from the house and shot up in the air. And I think he ended up getting arrested for it. And it could have ended up a lot more tragic consequences. There's Etika, of course, and who can forget what happened to Etika? So it is a discussion worth having. At some point, when does just the internet cease just being the internet, right? Yeah. He pays himself to be his simp. How the fuck does that even work? No, Nightfall. Klonka pays him to be her. Klonka pays him. Okay. Klonka pays him. Yeah. What happened to Punky? I don't know what happened to Punky Tinkerbell. I have no idea what happened to Punky. Okay. I have no idea what happened to Punky. Okay.
You have not said a word about Hasi calling the police, about Hasi going IRL, and I want to say something about Hasi.
Where are the receipts? You keep saying he called the cops. Where are the receipts? I haven't seen the receipts. Has anyone seen receipts to that effect? I have not.
Going IRL too, and about me and the wife and everything else. Hasi made a rule the other day that Vidal didn't do anything wrong because all the information that she accessed was on Google. Okay, I did a little experiment today. Mm-hmm. I did an experiment. So what you're saying...
What manner of science? Did you donate Negz's body to science? Is that the experiment? Did you donate Loverboy's body to science?
Is that if it's on Google, it's fair game. Okay, fair enough. If you go on Google...
That is another question to be discussed as well if you find it on Google. A couple of years back, some of you may know from the fitness community. What's his name again? Fuck. Papa Swole. He has long hair and a beard like Jesus, and he always goes on camera with no shirt on, and he's part of the fitness community. Okay, anybody remember Papa Swolio? Anyways, he did a video that I took particular exception to because he was saying that diabetes was an individual's fault. And no, it's not. It's actually genetics. In my family, it is genetics, okay? My brother and I are all but doomed to become diabetics because of both sides of both our parents' sides of the family. So I wanted to do a video refuting that. And I did a Google search, and I found his real name, and it was pretty much the first or the second his real name was there. Now, I'm not going to tell you what it is, and I didn't know, like, at that time I was still new, and I was still learning what doxing meant, and is it a dox, and I consulted somebody who was a long-time YouTuber with a community, with a commentary channel, and I asked her, would it be doxing if I put out his real name? Would I be doxing him, even though it was the first or second result of a Google search? And she said she wasn't clear on that. And she said, just to be on the safe side, don't do it. Just to be on the safe side, don't do it. I ended up never making that video because I think something else happened. Real life intervenes, And then by then the tea went cold, and it made no sense to, pursue it. But the point is, that is something that I think is a bit muddy there. If it appears easily on a Google search, is it a dox if you use it?
And you look up Hussey's real name on Google.
See, here's the thing. When Jan's Pukes doxed me a year and a half ago, okay? He doxed my legal first and middle name, okay? Which are nowhere on any social media platform. Okay, my first and middle name, legal first and middle name. Everybody knows me as CK, other than Fedora. Most people on YouTube, they call me Fedora. It's to the point where more people call me Fedora that I should change it legally. But I make jokes about changing it legally to Fedora. But the point is, I'm known as CK online. Okay, CK. On my radio show every Friday night. Well, it's going to be moving to Wednesdays, but Friday nights, my radio show, I'm known as CK. Nowhere on social media are my two first legal names. Yet Jan's Pukes somehow found it. That, I think, is a dox. Yeah.
Google. The fourth entry that you will run across has Hussey's wife's name clearly listed there. With their
yeah, you're obsessed with his wife. Why? Why are you obsessed with his wife? You and Loverboy for months now, you have been obsessed with trying to find his ex-wife. Leave the poor woman alone. Okay, she probably has nothing to do with this, probably doesn't want to have anything to do with this. Leave her alone.
Marital status. It's in that little blurb that you get right after the link.
Oh, man.
It'll have his name, it'll have his wife's name, and it'll have marriage license, whatever. It's right there. You don't even have to click on the link. You don't even have to go to Kiwi Farms.
Let's do an experiment, okay? For 2 seconds. Let's do an experiment, okay? I'm going to unshare the screen for a second, and we're going to do a little experiment. Okay. Hey, Diana. Good to see you. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Kimster. Swolenormous. Thank you. Thank you, Kimster. Swolenormous. Yeah. Kimster. Yeah. Okay. So anyways, here we go. All right. So let's do an experiment. I know nobody cares about Hussey's wife, except they do. But she claims it was the fourth search on Google. So we're going to do a little experiment. I'm going to stop sharing the screen for a second. We're going to do a Google search together, see if she's right, okay? All right. Hang on. All right. So hang on. All right. Okay. All right. So we're on Google. All right. So, what's his name? He's already made his name public before. Chic, what's his name? I don't know. His name is already made public before. Yeah. That's better than DC's face. Okay, I don't know. Oh, God. I would have loved to have done this experiment. I can't do it, though, because I don't remember his actual last name. Dang. Okay, I haven't. Oh, God. All right, let's go back. Let's go back. Okay, hang on. There we go. We're back. Okay. We're back. I'm sorry. I really don't know his last name.
Look up his name, and his wife's name is there.
Okay, but why do you care so much about his wife? You see, a couple of days ago, you were all over Hanny, this Hanny chick. Again, I have no idea who this Hanny chick is. Okay, I've heard the name for the first time a while back when she first flexed about her super secret IDF cousins in Israel who love her to death. So, oh God, poor DC. So, but the thing was, a couple of days ago, she was all over Hani because she said she could find DC's first husband in Israel. Okay. Here's the thing, DC. You and Loverboy have been obsessed with finding Hussey's ex-wife or wife, current wife, whoever she might be to him. You're obsessed with finding her. Yet you have a fit when somebody else suggests they find your first husband.
See, I'm following your rules. All I did was go on Google. I Googled your name. It's not my fault that pops up. You know what happens if you Google my name?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
If you Google my name, guess what doesn't show up? Take a guess.
I don't know. Your lover boy? Your lover boy? Your house?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Your house? Your lack of job?
Not a single name.
Good on you.
That picture that he posted on his Twitter feed the other day, his name doesn't come up in connection with mine when you Google me.
Goody for you.
Or if it does, you would have to really go very, very, very deep into Google. Very, very deep. You would have to look. You may have to look for property records. You may have to do all of that. The other name that doesn't come up is husband number 2. Doesn't come up.
Isn't husband number 2, is that himself, the one she recently left for Loverboy in Indiana? The green card guy, if I'm not mistaken. Some of you might know what I'm talking about. He was referred to as himself, simply as himself. Is that who? Oh, okay.
I didn't even have to do any heavy lifting to find out that you were married, Hussey.
Uh-huh.
Anybody who Googles your name will be able to run across that information immediately.
Right.
Without having to go to, the court of, the deed office, the court of records, pull up a marriage license, hire a private investigator. Anybody can find that information. So the fact that you had Yuval's name and that you knew that he had gone to medical school means that somebody had to go and find that for you. It means that somebody went to a lot of trouble for you. Right?
I don't know. Did they? I don't know.
Right?
I don't know.
So. Exactly. I would like to know that too. You know, she gave Belinda a clean bill of health the other day. She's like, oh, look, Belinda owned the fact that she said that she wanted to kill Frank and
Did Belinda really say that? I have a hard time believing that, to be honest. I really have a hard time believing that. I would believe it from somebody else, but not Belinda.
drag. She owned it. No harm, no foul. It's okay. Keep on gaslighting Drag and telling him that it wasn't a threat. Keep on gaslighting Drag and telling him, oh, it's no big deal. It's no big deal. It's okay. It's not a problem. It's all right. You said you wanted to kill them.
I have a hard time believing that Belinda would threaten to kill anyone, honestly. I have a hard time. Is this invented off the top of your head again? Or is this from a kratom-induced imagination from Loverboy?
Oh, no, it's probably Negz's fault that happened. Right? No, it isn't. Because it's not the first time that Belinda has done that.
Oh, what has Belinda done now?
Belinda doxed people. Oh, and speaking
yeah,
of
who did she
doxing,
dox?
Hussy,
Who did she
when you're
dox?
bitching and moaning about going IRL,
And who was it? One of your friends that doxed her boyfriend?
Remember when you called Shane's father? Remember that?
Remember when Loverboy called Shane's parents? Do you remember when Loverboy called Shane's parents?
Remember when you threatened to go to the police about Shane and Callie because they were bullying you on the internet?
I don't know about that. But I do know that your Loverboy did contact Shane's parents to badmouth their son's choice of woman.
Remember when you blackmailed Dee Higgins? Remember when you forced that woman off of Facebook because you wouldn't stop stalking her Facebook, exactly what you accuse other people of doing to you?
Okay, Dee Higgins is a 65-year-old woman who needs to grow up. She needs to grow up.
Remember all that? I remember. You seem to forget. I'm going to keep on reminding you. I wanted to play something for you. Negz, you're going to like this one. Look at what I found.
What did you find?
I don't know, babes. Looks like Hani caught you dead to rights, baby. This is a problem.
Oh, we can't figure out the technology again, can we?
Okay.
That's okay. I'm old and not cool and from the early 1700s and not tech savvy. That's okay. At least I come by mine honestly.
So Hani posted the following tweet. Hey, DC, and this was back in September. Hey, DC, tell your boyfriend I wasn't lying. Minute, and she puts the time code. Negz talking about a 3-year-old kid raped in Hussy's apartment. I reported this to Twitch. And she tags the Hussy Show, me, and Vicky. Was this
what led to Negz losing his Twitch channel today? Is that what it is?
This is what she posted. Here it is.
I don't know if anybody watched BGTV earlier, but he showed a clip where Negz admitted that the so-called child was fictitious. Okay? You're going to have to go somewhere in the middle. I don't know how far into the stream, but it's BGTV's stream from earlier today, and somewhere in the middle of the stream he played a clip of Negz admitting that this child was fictitious.
The smoking gun, Negz. The smoking gun. This proves that you are a lie. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Look how pathetic you are defending.
Wait.
Oh, we're going to hear the screaming. Shut up. I've got a headset on for Pete's sake.
Look how pathetic you are defending this child abuser.
X100.
You are defending.
Except we already know that this child is fictitious that he kept talking about. BGTV revealed that earlier, so that kind of makes her mood.
A child abuser, a man who lied about a 3-year-old being raped in his apartment so he could try to drag me.
What does that prove, honey? Let's play that again.
You are. Look how pathetic you are defending This child abuser.
X100.
You are defending a child abuser, a man who lied about a 3-year-old being raped in his apartment so he could try to drag me. Pathetic you are. Look how pathetic you are defending.
Listen, honey, I know that you are one of the stupidest human beings I have ever come across in my life.
Again, I don't know her. I can't speak to that.
Incredibly stupid. You're incredibly thirsty. You're a liar.
Uh-huh. Thirsty like you? Takes one to know one, doesn't it, DC? Hey, girl.
You're a
Good
stalker.
God, that lavalier.
Okay.
The noise.
If you cannot suss out the context of what Negz said in that clip, then you are probably the dumbest human being that has ever walked the face of the earth. What did Twitch do with that complaint, honey? Nothing, probably, right? You're
didn't he lose his Twitch channel?
insane. You are as crazy as Silvana.
Oh, God.
And you've got a lot in common. You were both lusting after Negz. You were both thirsty.
You're fucking jealous. You are so jealous. It's funny. I get it. I get it. Some younger, more fit girls were sniffing around him. I get it. I get the insecurities, but come by it honestly. And if you came by it honestly, I might be able to empathize with you. But fuck, you don't have to lie about it. I didn't see Negz refusing the nudes at the time. I didn't see him refusing the nudes. First time that I guess he didn't. Yes. And what about Ms. Christina Coffee Table, aka Christina Lava Lamp? We see how he looks at her when she comes on panel, when she wears, plunging neckline tank tops. Trust me, he don't look at her. He don't look at you the same way he looks at her. So you're after any younger, pretty much. I'm surprised you allow Christina Coffee Table still in your chats, because you pretty much anybody younger than you. Again, I get the insecurity. I totally get it. But come by it honestly. Humble yourself, for fuck's sake. Humble yourself.
After Negz. You've both come for me because of Negz. You both decided to send scantily clad or nude photos.
Uh-huh.
And then afterwards, you turned.
And he's threatened, in the case of Silvana anyway, he threatened to release them.
Turned with a vengeance and started lashing out and tried to gather receipts and tea. Silvana with her fake revenge porn bullshit. And now
no, didn't he threaten to release it? Come down.
You, honey, with this shit. You are crazy. You are crazy.
I mean, I'll admit this is a lesson here, don't send nudes on the internet. I remember 20 years ago when the internet started to be, over 20 years ago, the beginning of the millennium, the internet, people were starting to have, many people more and more were starting to have it at home. It was more accessible. It was before social media, obviously. It was still back in the time of IRC chat rooms, MSN chat rooms, And there was some dude I met online that I was quite taken with, by the chats. And I did send nudes back then, but I cut my head off. I deliberately did not send any faceless shots. And I kind of enhanced, I airbrushed out the tattoos. My tattoos, I airbrushed them out. So that way, if he decided to pull some crazy ass shit, it couldn't be, you wouldn't be able to identify me just like that. But even then, I figured it was still a stupid move, on my part. It's still a very stupid move on my part, and I've not done it since. But good intentions are good intentions, but sometimes, what they say, the road to hell, what the road to hell is paved with.
Crazy. You are mentally unbalanced.
Uh-huh.
And now you're in Hussey's community and you're offering to go and investigate people in my life.
You and Loverboy are obsessed with looking for Hussey's wife. What's good for the goose ain't good for the gander.
On behalf of that disgusting alcoholic pervert.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As opposed to your stoner boyfriend. Your stoner boyfriend.
Keep going, bitch. Keep going. Keep going. I mean, look, I'll admit that it was. What is it, Sidhu? Sidhu.
The dog misses her. What can I say? After she leaves him alone with somebody else while she goes traipsing off to Indiana, the dog misses her.
They do.
He misses her.
Maybe the cleaning lady is across the hall. I don't know. And there was something.
You don't know where your cleaning lady is?
Else that I wanted to address. It's very funny to me, and I pointed this out in Negz's chat last night, but since this seems to be the talk of the town,
let's do
because
it.
these stupid whores and these cunts and these alcoholics and mentally ill weirdos have.
And don't forget, unemployed losers. Check fucking me. Unemployed losers.
Nothing better to talk about. They love to keep on bringing up the fact that it bothers me that Negz was so. That Negz was so, taken with Vicky earlier this year, and
that just burns you, doesn't it? That he lusted for Vicky. That still burns you to this day, don't it?
Me, it gets under my skin, and I'm so jealous, of Vicky.
You are.
And that. Okay.
Look at this. No, so not jealous. I'm coming to you in the chat now. Sorry, it's been a while since I talked to you. Easy. Hello, Kissy Kitty. Hello, Kissy Kitty. Welcome to Spray Talkin Fedora Chic. Hey, La Mara Magrosa. Good to see you. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So here we go. All right. If someone looks on a Google, that's okay. However, in this case, DC Granny is doxing. She's giving out info that others might not be interested in. She's giving directions on how to find them. Fair enough. Fair enough. Like I said, I'm not comfortable with this finding, his wife. And consequently, I don't think anybody should be looking anywhere in the world for Klonka's ex-husbands either, okay? Conversely, I don't think anybody should be looking for ex-husbands. But it's her and her and Loverboy for months now. They have been obsessing about finding Hussey's wife. So this becomes a tit for tat thing, so to speak. I'm going to retaliate. Okay, you find my ex-wife, I'm going to find your ex-husband type of thing. And odds are, and the sad part is, two innocent people, or non-combatants as she likes to put it, two innocent people could get harmed from this. Two innocent people who have nothing to do with this shit, who have nothing to do with this crap, would be hurt. Yeah, against TOS. Your knees. Fedora. Himself, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Stop drinking on camera. All your mouth noises are disgusting. You sound like Chantal. Well, hey, little boots. Belinda did. Did she really? Oh, my God. She really did that? Oh, I heard it was in a playful manner. Ah, okay. Yeah, because I don't imagine Belinda harming even a fly. Belinda didn't say yet, but I don't think she actually meant it to come on now. I see. It wasn't a threat. It was an out of context tweet with Negz. What is it out of context with Negzy boy? Hey, little boots. What is it? He sure did. Yeah. Yeah. Did Hussey call them too? Did Hussey call whom, little boots? Did Hussey call what? DC's ex-husband? Not, or the police. You're talking about the police. I don't know. About her job. Or are you referring to her job? I don't think he called her job. I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I don't. Yeah. Belinda owned up to that, though, and she apologized, so move along. Okay, thanks for clearing that up, Poopa. Thank you. She needs a life, Lamera. She needs a life. Yeah, exactly. I'm with you there, Harley. With you there. I watched most of BGTV stream. Yeah, so you would see there would be a clip. There was a clip where Negz admits that the child was the so-called child was fictitious. This is sad. It's disgusting because it cheapens the whole thing. It cheapens the traumatic experience that a child can go through. I think that's terrible. Twice. He did it again the other day. Ah, okay. Okay. Poor dogs. Poor dogs. I couldn't be away from my boys like that. No, huh? No. If I had a pet, I'd have a hard time. I mean, this is partly why I don't have pets, you know? Because you have to be, you know, a pet is like a child. A pet is an animal, you know, having an animal. It's just like a child. You got to have the time to devote to it, right? Ah. Yes. Okay. Oh no. Do I have a mod getting rid of the fucking bot? The fucking dating site bots? Did somebody get rid of the bot? Okay. Did somebody get rid of the bots? Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Oh dear. Okay. Okay, thank you, Poopa Balls. Thank you. Yeah. God, that bot is everywhere. It's in everybody's chats, isn't it? I was watching a cruise, okay? Not even drama, not even this shit. I was watching somebody from the travel blogger community, one of the cruising channels, okay? And he got that very same bot. So this bot is doing the tour of live streams.
Okay. Let me guys let you in on a little secret about Mr. Negz Corbin.
Oh,
right.
Let's hear it. Let's hear about
Negz does flirt.
You know, this was brought up in BGTV stream earlier. Do you notice she doesn't call him Ron? She always calls him Negz. Negz, on the other hand, calls her Clara. Even on his streams, he calls her Clara all the time. He never calls her DC, he calls her Clara. But she always calls him Negz instead of Ron. And yet the whole internet has known for years that his name is Ron.
He is flirtatious. And he does wear his heart on his sleeve. And when Vicky came into the community, he had been single for a very long time, and he was quite horny. And Vicky was pretty, and she seemed to be normal.
Oh, God, if I were Negz right now, I'd be fucking embarrassed. She's like the embarrassing, uncool mother, and Negz is like the cringing teenager. Oh, my God. He must have been fucking embarrassed. I love that for you, boy. I love that for you.
Normal and sweet, and everybody was on her side, and she was flirting, and everybody was kind to her, and people were backing her up, and everybody was hating on Jan and loving on Vicky and being very, very kind.
Jan was a bitch, as she always is. Okay? Jan was doing what Jan does.
Kind to Vicky.
Sorry, I apologize. That was me taking a bite of something. Okay.
And then Vicky showed her true colors. She showed what kind of a person she was.
Oh, Vicky, you in big trouble now, girl. You in big trouble now, girl. Vicky.
And yeah, Negz openly admitted that she was his internet crush. And
I remember him referring to her as his internet wife. I remember that. And he came riding it. He did the white knight thing, you know, after that whole thing with Jan, because she was on panel with Jan, and Jan was going hard at her. Yeah.
And he called her his internet wife, and there was flirting going on during the live.
And it just burns you, doesn't it, dear? Because I remember he didn't look at her. He doesn't look at you the same way he looked at her, or the same way he looks at Christina coffee table
streams, and he would go on panel with her and all this other
Yeah.
stuff. And she came on panel with all of us. And
Okay,
this
old
is all
history.
documented. We all know
Yeah,
this.
okay, old history.
But here's a
so
little
what?
secret about negz that none of you know. Well, not none of
I've done panels with negz too when I was friendly. What's your point?
you. Those of you who know negz, who've been around him a long time, will know this. But I know this because I know him in person. Okay. And I know him because of the interactions that I've had with him. When negz really likes you, when negz really has, like, you know, the feels for you.
Uh-oh, time to go to that cardiologist again.
Negz gets very, very shy.
Pah! He gets shy like a little schoolboy. Aw.
And very tongue-tied. And he stammers and he doesn't know what to say.
That's an anxiety attack.
And he kind of steps on his own tongue and steps all over his own foot, you know, like an overgrown teenager. And he gets very, you know, nervous.
You will keep infantilizing him. You treat him like an overgrown teenager, but okay.
This and all that. He wasn't like that with Vicky. He wasn't like that.
No, because he genuinely liked her. At the time, he genuinely liked her. Here's the thing. If you genuinely like somebody and it really clicks, it shouldn't drive you to anxiety. It should come naturally. Now, what you're describing, it sounds like, you know, an interaction that came naturally.
But he was like that with me. He was like that with me.
Tongue-tied? You drove him to an anxiety attack even from the first day you laid your beady old eyes on each other. You drove him to an anxiety attack. I love that for you both. I love that for you both.
So I know the difference between what negz is like when he is flirting and he's trying to be.
Here's the thing, and he doesn't flirt with you. Buy a clue. He doesn't flirt with you.
You know, lighthearted, or when he has a crush, when he's like, wow, that girl's really pretty, I'm going to flirt with her. And when he's like, wow, I really like her and I really want to get to know her and she's a keeper and I want her in my life.
Oh my God. He wants your wallet in his life. He wants your wallet to keep him in the lifestyle to which he's become accustomed. Let's get that straight. Like I said, ordinarily, I could empathize with that, but fuck, you need to learn to be humble. And you need to come by it honestly before I can empathize.
Then he acts like an awkward 14-year-old kid.
Well, probably because of the way you treat him. Because you treat him like the uncool mother licking her thumb and wiping a little kid's face.
So yeah, nice try, Vicky. And in case you guys didn't forget, negz had 4 children with women who were not me. What does that mean?
It means he had 4 kids with 3 different baby mamas. That should be a red flag in and of itself, but okay.
Whole relationships before me that involved children. So what does that say about my relationship with him now? Nothing. Nothing.
Then why talk about it?
They're in the past. Just like my 2 marriages are in the past. The boyfriends that I had are in the past. Everything else is in the past.
But you know what? Usually most people who co-parent or separate, I don't know what the situation with his son's mother is, and I don't care to know. It's not for me to know. It's not for any of us to know. But again, we don't know. But what if you were involved with someone, you know, that is co-parenting? They may be separate. You're getting involved with someone who is co-parenting with an ex, you know, a minor child with an ex. You'd have to be able to find a way to live with that. You know, like, yeah.
He and I are in a relationship now.
Oh, come now. All his relationships are transactional, and the one with you is no different.
So go ahead and keep on throwing that in my face. He's called Vicky a buck-toothed, you know, hairy-faced.
Yeah, when he had a crush on her, she was beautiful. Okay, she was beautiful back when he had a crush on her. When she wouldn't play ball with him.
Moron and a fatso, and he's made it very clear that he can't stand her.
He didn't mind her back then. Personally, I think Vicky's pretty. She has hair that I would kill for. That really long curly hair. I would kill for that hair. And Vicky has a pretty face. Okay? Again, you don't have to like Vicky. You're still welcome in my chat. You don't have to like her, but I like her fine. And I think she's pretty. I think she's pretty.
I know he had.
And he thought she was pretty too once upon a time. And it just burns you, don't it?
Imagine.
That smile.
So did I.
That Joker smile.
I'm sorry to break this news to you. I was not a virgin when I met Negz.
No! No! Stop the presses, boys and girls. That Venus flytrap actually saw some action before she met Negz. Oh, I'm coming to you in the chat. Hey, little bitty. No! Hey, Daisy Duke. Yeah. Hey, Daisy Duke. Good to have you here. Welcome to Straight Talking Fedora Chick. Pointed thanks, mods. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you, Kitty. Okay, got the bot. Reported the mods, absolutely. It was in Mrs. Parker's earlier too. Yeah, they're in everybody's. Like I said, I was watching a stream from the cruising community, for God's sakes, and that very same bot was there. God damn it. It's sexier to date Negz than dating Ron. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. What a weird time that was. Wasn't it, Little Boots? And she finds that attractive. Go figure. Go figure, Little Boots. Shit is hilarious. It is, Daisy Duke. It is. I'm sorry. Little Boots, don't rage puke, okay? Don't rage puke. We don't want that here. Jelly DC. Did kick him, stir. No, he's not. He does not look at you like that at all. We all see it except for you. I know, eh, Poopa? Poopa Balls, I think he does see it. I think he does, but he's in denial. At least publicly, he's in denial. I mean, why else would she have to pay him? You know what I mean? Why else? Gross man hearing it next. I know. Hey, Fedora, he don't flirt with her, and he don't have cutie names for her, just Clara. Exactly, little bitty. Exactly. Love that for DC. She is openly admitting this is a flex, not it's a con. I know. 4 children, which he don't support, but is okay with taxpayers paying for them. I'm not, He does not act that way when he's around you, and we all see it. Exactly. We all know it. We all see it. Like I said, I keep asking the question, Klonka, who are you trying to convince? Us or yourself? Because us, we've never been convinced. Boyfriend's boy, where? These are older people. No. Yes, she is, Lynn. Yes, she is. I think she's beautiful. I think Vicky is beautiful. Yeah, she is. It's a consensus. Vicky is pretty. Here's an idea. Work from home. Pegs on the computer, not social media. Exactly. There you go. Yeah. DC might want to lay off them ties. So it is all cringe. It is. Let's go on. But did you know that DC was a virgin? Not a virgin when she met Loverboy? Did you know she was not a virgin? That Venus flytrap actually saw some action. That dusty old Venus flytrap.
So, the fact is that Vicky proved herself to be a horrible, vile individual.
Horrible. Vicky, you're in big trouble now, girl. You're grounded. Vicky, I don't know if you're watching or you're going to watch it in replay later. You're grounded, girl. You in big trouble now. Let's flag her down.
Person. Vile. She's going to understand someday. I mean, she posted something on her Twitter about, let me see if I can, this is entertaining. Let me see if I can find it.
Why am I not seeing half these tweets on my Twitter feed?
It was something
people keep
about
telling me about them and I never see them. Why am I not seeing them?
Because they thought that you know, maybe my attack ads were going to harm her career.
Attack ads. What attack ads are we talking about?
Those ads are going to follow you forever, Vicky. I'm
Attack ads. What? Is Vicky running for political office?
never taking them down. I'm just letting you know.
I don't. What attack ads are we talking about? Come on, speak to us. Talk to us.
Oh, here it is. Oh, somebody said that Negz is trying to direct people to harass Vicky. So Vicky writes,
that I wouldn't be surprised, because Negz comes off as a jilted lover. Okay, when it comes to Vicky. Okay, I mean, when he really sounds like a jilted lover. Almost like the way he, you know, smashes on gaining ground, you know, the way he trashes the gaining ground, or even tragic, you know, he sounds like a scorned lover. Okay, I can, again, this is something that's all relatable. It's a terrible experience and it's all relatable. But again, if you're dishonest about it and you lack the humility to go along with it, I'm not going to empathize. Okay, and I'm speaking for myself.
good luck, Humpty. She's
Humpty
so sweet,
Dumpty.
isn't she? She's such a beautiful.
Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty. Oh God, I don't remember how it went. I learned it when I was a kid. It was like one of those nursery rhymes I learned as a kid. How did it go? Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great ball. All the king's horses, all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Yeah, something like that.
Beautiful soul inside, and she's beautiful on the outside and just as beautiful on the inside. I literally told everyone about the possibility of you all being crazy. I physically sat down with the people I thought needed to know and showed them a video from my Hunchback series. Saw that shit you were saying first about my disorder and said that they were more concerned about how the drama would affect my performance. Guess what, Heffas? It doesn't. I'm working to get what I want. What are you all doing? Oh, crying, right? Something about your best life.
Yeah, aren't you the one who always saying you and Negz are living your best lives? Again, it goes to the question, begs the question, who are you trying to convince? Us or yourselves? Okay, it sounds more like you're trying to convince yourselves. If you're leading your best life, if you're leading your best lives, why are you going after strangers on the internet? Why?
Oh, and in the previous tweet, she said she called me an insufferable, ugly, evil cunt.
Well, where's the lie? Sorry, where's the lie?
And called me a corpse.
Well, again, where's the lie? Aren't you being held together by embalming fluid and formaldehyde?
It brings me joy seeing you look so fat and disheveled. You are not a badass. You are a hideous blob who's currently getting bitch slapped by karma. Am I? Well, Vicky, I just wanted to let you guys know. I wanted to let you know I didn't make those videos for you. I made them for an audience. You know, audiences.
Yes, and Vicky would be a part of that audience. Shocker, I know. If Vicky were watching it, she would be part of that audience.
You know, the audiences that pay money to go see performances. The audiences that show up in, I don't know.
Oh, so it's only an audience, a real audience, if they pay? So let me get this straight. By your definition, only people who, let's say, give money to Negz's Twitch streams, or now I guess he's on Rumble now, or anybody who takes, I don't know, super chats you or takes out a channel membership, those are the only audience. Not everybody, not anybody else who may be just lurking or not even interacting in the chat. Okay, duly noted. Good to know.
Theaters to see people act in plays and things like that. That's who I made the video for. I don't give a shit that you think that it's no big deal. And I know you do. I know you do think it's a big deal. If you didn't think it was a big deal, why didn't you show me?
I don't know. It's a possible Streisand effect again. Possible Streisand effect. Maybe in doing all those so-called attack ads, again, I haven't seen them. I can't speak about them. I've never seen them. I don't even know about their existence until now. But maybe it might send more people to go watch Vicky's play. Might send people to go watch and go see for themselves. You never thought of that, did you?
My video.
You know, and maybe inadvertently, thanks to your attack ad, the box office, they'll do probably even better at the box office. They might even do better at the box office than you thought. Again, like I said, I don't know about these attack ads. I don't know where they were shown. I don't, you know.
Videos to these people working on the performance with you instead of the videos that you made. You didn't show them my videos because you didn't want them to see you behaving in that fashion.
Oh, for God's sake. At the end of the day, I don't think anybody wants an employer to see what we do. At the end of the day. That's probably how you lost your job, DC. Probably how you lost your job.
You only showed them clips of what Negz said, right? Did you show them clips of you? Did you show them clips of you doing the thing with your hands and, you know, talking about how, you know, I think that that I know that that Negz wants you to get down on your knees and suck his dick. Did you show them that? Because they're going.
Didn't he want that? Wasn't that his fantasy? Oh God. It was, I bet it was his fantasy. This is why you're seething. Love that for you.
To see that. They're going to see everything, Vicky. Everything. All of it. I'm sure that what you showed them was very selective. I'm sure it was. But one of these days, you might learn, I doubt it, because you're one of the stupidest human beings I've ever seen in my life, in addition to being one of the cruelest, that attack ads, political attack ads, are made for voters. They're not made for candidates. They're made for voters.
We know this.
Voters make decisions based on what they see.
Yes, we know.
Ads.
Move on.
Are they unfair? Sure.
But Vicky is not running for office. You're talking about attack ads, okay, regarding a play that she might be performing in, okay? And let's say, like, again, I don't know who your target audience was for those ads or whatever. In this case, you could have probably caused a Streisand effect there, thus maybe sending more people to go watch Vicky in this play, thus this play doing better at the box office.
Attack ads are released to promote a single candidate or a single issue from a particular point of view.
Yes, but you're talking about Vicky in a play, okay, on stage, not running for political office.
I may make a super cut of some of your greatest hits and release that. Maybe I'll release it right before opening night, Vicky. I haven't decided yet.
You know what? It might, you know, I would be careful what you wish for. Because like I said, you could well send a larger audience over there. I don't know.
Think about it.
Or then again, you're so insignificant anyway. You're as insignificant as I am, okay? For fuck's sake, let's be real. Okay, you're as insignificant as I am in the grand scheme of things. So maybe nobody would care about your silly attack ads regarding Vicky and her play. Maybe nobody would care. Maybe nobody would even see them, and it wouldn't affect box office sales one way or the other. And I think that's an even bigger possibility, to be truthful.
Let me explain something to you, little bitch.
Uh-huh.
All of this stuff on the internet is, it's all rough and tumble, and you're a nasty cunt.
Takes one to know one, don't it?
What it's like to have a physical disability that you are born with.
Oh,
that
God, here we
nothing
go.
Can correct. Okay, nothing can correct it. And
yeah, spare me that. Weren't you the one who went after Irate Alex's MS? saying how you wish that it would ravage his body and then he would die a long, painful death from his MS, and that it would ravage his body and stuff. Spare me, Klonka. Spare me. Pull out the violins, folks in the chat.
You've had your fun. You sat back and you lied for Hussey, and you sat back when Hussey called the police, and you sat back when everybody went IRL on Negz, and you sat back when people were going IRL with me. And Cassandra, you left a comment for me.
Who's Cassandra?
That was really good, and I'm really mad that I didn't.
The only Cassandra I know is from Greek mythology, but okay.
Screenshot it because I wanted to respond to it in this live, and now I can't remember what you wrote to me. I'm sorry. I'll have it for the next live.
Aww.
And you think it's all fun and games, and you think that as long as you are being propped up and you are being attaboyed and all of that by people like the Petty Fam, who will dump you
on to the Petty Fam.
I
love how she trash talks them, but she doesn't really address them. Her and Loverboy will never do an actual direct reaction, or reaction stream or video to BGTV, let's say. You know, they'll never do it.
You think that, coming from me,
or even Mrs. Parker, or even Mrs. Parker and whoever else is in Petty Fam.
Over my ethnicity and coming for me because of my age, there probably will be.
Oh, come on. Your friends came after me for my age. Your buddies used to come after me for my age on a regular basis. Get over yourself.
Older people who decide to go to this play of yours, Vicky. And probably older women as well. What do you think they'll have to say when they see the way you talk to a woman who's older? What do you think they'll have to say? What do you think they'll have to say? What if people with scoliosis or degenerative arthritis go?
Okay, again, scoliosis, it's not that serious, okay? It's best to correct it as a teenager, and usually the way to correct it as a teenager is to wear a brace. At least back in my day, it was back braces. You used to see kids with back braces under baggy sweaters. Some had surgery, but they had to have a body cast to accompany that. I don't know what they do these days, but back in my day, that's what it was. And like I said, my brother never got his treated, really. And again, he works as a bicycle courier. He's older than Negz, okay? My brother is a good 5-6 years older than Negz. And he works every day as a bicycle courier. And he's raising a 5-year-old. He's raising an active 5-year-old.
See your play. Or people who have family members or loved ones or friends who have those conditions. What do you think they'll have to say about you?
I don't know. What do your viewers with multiple sclerosis, or something similar, say about you and what you said about Irate Alex? Or more to the point, how you and Negz go after Vicky, how she handles her eating disorder, her binge eating problem. I think she said something like she would put dishwashing liquid on the food to prevent her from eating any further. And you guys ridiculed that. Now, Lord knows in your community, you've got a lot of people with binge eating disorder. I'm pretty sure that's a safe bet. That's where the safe money would be. Wonder how they feel about you making fun of her, dealing with her binge eating disorder in that manner. See how this works?
So it's not up to the casting director, the other actors, the people putting on the play. I couldn't give a shit about them. You do what you have to do.
No, it's obvious you don't give a shit about them, because let's say your little, like I said, I don't know, I haven't seen the ads, so I don't know. But let's say they do have a negative impact on the box office sales. You're not thinking about the other actors in the play, or the playwright even, or the director, or the stagehands, and everybody else it takes to put this production up. You're not thinking of their livelihood.
To do, Vicky, you keep going. But until you apologize sincerely,
Apologize
and
for
until
what?
you decide to do better and stop
Do better
and
what?
start calling other people out who go IRL routinely with us.
Okay. Excuse me. You being obsessed with finding Hussey's wife going IRL there. Your own boyfriend called your job, okay? Along with Scott Stevens, who you used to refer to as Igor, until he became a paying channel member. It's always all about the almighty green, isn't it, dear? Okay. So, apologize for what? We're supposed to denounce it? We're supposed to denounce it at every turn? Good God.
Us?
And you're going in real life too. And aren't you blackmailing her? This is the way I'm understanding it now unfolding. Aren't you blackmailing her? Aren't you going IRL to try to fuck up with her play? Questions to be asked. I'm coming to you guys in the chat now. Coming to you guys in the chat. Yeah, it is little bitty. The lady doth protest too much no matter what. You can't make him look good, guy. You can't make him look like a good guy. He goes after women and Hussey. I know. Hussey should get civil liberties New York involved because he called Hussey yeah, I'm not going to mention those words, but yeah, you call a gay man this, damn, that's a target on his back. It is. Yeah, that's very serious. It is. So it's okay for struggle straps to make fun of stillborns. That's an excellent point. He made fun of Belinda. He was very cruel with Belinda. Yeah, that's an excellent point. Thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot about that. Yeah, he was very cruel with her about that. Yeah. Yeah, it is, Harley. I agree. Hey, Fedora. Hey, B. Walsh. Good to see you. Didn't she lose her job a long time ago? Did she ever have a job? She's making all those videos about him, and one tries to leave a fair comment, it gets erased. No tolerance, no self-reflection. Yeah, they like their hug box, don't they, B? Daisy Duke. Oh, God, she's preaching like everyone is stupid. This is what she always does, Daisy Duke. She talks to us like we're stupid. Yeah, older people with boyfriends. God. Yay, just got off work. Right on, Sherry. Right on. Wow, see, Pegs, you are sucking off the taxpayers. There you go. People with an ED will possibly sabotage food. Fact. Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not going to judge. I don't have binge eating disorder. I never did. So I'm not going to judge if this is how someone handles it by putting dishwashing liquid or some other substance that would that would make the food unappetizing and unappealing all of a sudden. I'm not going to judge it. Fedora, gotta go, leaving work, going home because working is important. Pegs, he's threatening another YouTuber IRL. Yep, that she is. Thanks for stopping by, B. Yeah. Thank you, Good night, and thanks for stopping by, B. Who supports negz DC with views? I don't get it. They are vile and need to log. I know. Yep. All right, let's go. Let's keep trucking on. I'm going to move. Maybe, I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier. Let's move it up to 1.25. I don't know why I didn't think of this earlier.
I'm going to keep on doing those. I'm going to keep on doing those ads. I'm going to do
them. You do that because you're so upset. Because you're obsessed. See, you view Vicky as competition. More and more, the more I hear from you, you view her as competition. I have to wonder if you even coerce negz to publicly badmouth Vicky. That if you have to coerce him or pay him to do that. Inquiring minds want to know. Is that how that works? We want to know.
And like I said, those ads are meant for the audience, not for you, and not for the casting director, and not for the other actors. I could give.
Okay, I don't know. I'm going to guess that most of the audience, if they're patrons of the theater, I'm going to guess that they don't have time for YouTube trash buyers. Just guessing.
The fuck less what those people think.
No, that's
But
much it's
at
obvious.
some
That
point,
much is
you are
obvious.
going to have to apologize. You are going to have to say, I am sorry for what I said.
For what?
I am sorry for what I did. I wasn't in
what?
my right mind. Negz
For
hurt
what?
my feelings because, you know, I had the hots for him and he turned me down.
Excuse me, that wasn't it the other way around? Vicky's married. She's happily married. Yes, I know they have an open relationship or whatever, but trust me, I think it's the other way around, dear. You just can't get over it. You just can't get over it. Negz has an anxiety attack in front of you by your own admission, going tongue-tied and such. Okay? You're practically driving him to an anxiety attack. He doesn't look at you the same way he would look at Vicky or even Christina coffee table.
Involve him in a three-way with my cuck of a husband, or I wanted him to be in a porno with me, or I wanted, you know, to do whatever it was, or blah, 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 blah. And so I decided to attack him based on immutable characteristics, which fall under the same category, Vicky, in terms of service, as race, as religion, and as gender.
What?
Fatness is not a protected class. It's not covered as a characteristic that you can't pick on people.
Actually, that's where you're wrong. As far as the YouTube terms of service goes, and look it up, that's where you're wrong. I'm not saying fat is a protected class. What I'm saying is, according to YouTube terms of service, part of their bullying guidelines includes going after somebody, and I quote, somebody's physical attributes. That's a direct quote from the YouTube TOS. Okay? I'll repeat that again. Okay? To breach TOS of YouTube TOS, part of it is the bullying harassment policy. It includes going after somebody's physical attributes.
But disabilities, religion, gender, age.
True, that's all included in the TOS as well. No argument. And I have no idea, because why YouTube for most people doesn't enforce their terms of service, and for some they do. I don't know how it works. It's like, I wish it was the same across the board, but it's not.
Also. So, young lady, I'm going to school you.
Oh, get that school marm. School marm. Get those heavy glasses at the tip of your nose now. And here's the other thing. That may not be a protected class, but if Vicky has binge eating disorder, which is a disorder, somebody's disorder could be a protected class.
I'm going to school you, Putita,
let's hear
on how to behave, because obviously your
Oh my God, we're getting the Emily Post. The Emily Post of YouTube, boys and girls.
In that respect.
Oh, come now.
I don't know if you're Latina, Vicky, because I was raised to respect my elders.
Oh God, that was our generation. That was our generation. It has nothing to do with Latina or not. That was our generation. I was raised to respect my elders too, trust me. If I talked to my teachers or an adult the way I hear many young people talk to adults today, I would have gotten smacked. But that's another discussion for another time. Once again, I'm just pointing out it has nothing to do with Latina and everything to do with it's a generational thing. You know that. You should know better than that, Blanca.
To talk to them like that, like they're heaps of garbage. But
yeah, but you have no problem with people going after me for going after me for having FTD, right? You had no problem with them going after me for my age, or going after me for my lack of dentures, okay, for my lack of teeth. You did it earlier in the chat. You ordered me, you said I talk like Sylvester. Once again, you go after my speech impediment. You go after my fucking speech impediment. Which, even if I have a denture in my mouth, I still have an impediment. I've had it since I was a child. I was followed by speech pathologists until the age of 7. Okay? So please spare me how you're whining about Vicky there. Spare me.
Maybe your family,
you ableist bitch,
dropped the ball with you. Maybe they dropped you on your head. I don't know.
I don't know. Did they drop you on your head? Did they drop Loverboy on his head? Because that would sure explain a lot now, wouldn't it?
But you are going to learn this. You are going to
she
learn
is
a
going to
lesson.
learn. Vicky, you hear
And there is
that?
not a goddamn
Vicky, you hear that? You're going to be learned. You are going to be learned if it kills us.
thing that you can do to stop it. Nothing. If I have to put those videos up on Vimeo, on BitChute, whatever, I will get those videos out.
Why
Trust.
don't you do that?
And maybe if you come forward and you apologize nicely for being such a raging cunt,
Oh my God.
then I will change my mind.
So
you think about it.
Basically, you're blackmailing her. You're going to put up those so-called attack ads unless she goes and grovels and sucks up to you and love a boy. Is that what you're saying? Isn't that blackmail? What you accused Hussey of? Blackmail? Isn't that what you're doing to Vicky?
You think about it. I don't know when your premiere is, your opening night, but you think about it. You think about whether it's...
You know what? She's probably too busy. At least I hope for her sake, for Vicky's sake, I hope she's too busy. She's probably too busy thinking about opening night. She's probably too busy thinking about the play than to deal with your bullshit.
It's acceptable for grown adults to call a kid on the spectrum retarded just because they don't like his father.
Yaba did that, not Vicky. God, Yaba did that.
I saw Vidal post on her Twitter the other day.
Oh, here we go. Back to Vidal.
That normally
Back to
she wouldn't be, she wouldn't criticize a child for the act of the father, but in the case of Negz's kid, well, maybe, you know, she'll make an exception. I'm paraphrasing. I don't remember.
I actually disagreed with that, and I talked about it a while back. There's a couple of streams. I don't remember which stream, but you know, but since you watch everything of what I see anyway, you would have seen it for yourself. But I disagreed with it.
Remember exactly what she said. Really, Vidal? Then
I disagreed with that. I disagreed with Yaba calling his son a retard, and I gave my reason, the R word, and I gave my reasons why, because I felt it would harm the child more. Because I said, because the type of parent Negz is, Negz probably showed it to his kid rather than kept him protected, shielded from it. Negz would have shown it to him. So yeah.
I will nail you for harassment again. Because again,
once again,
little Negz is on the spectrum. He's on the spectrum. So keep going.
Why do you keep talking about a kid that's not yours? Okay? You keep making this kid a target. Like I said, I disagreed with calling the kid the R word. But you and him, and especially him because he's the boy's father, you keep making this kid a target.
Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
I keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
All of you go. Keep going.
On the river,
I encourage it.
Rolling.
Where's the drop of my ex-roommate? Where's that picture, Hussey? I know that you've been in Twitter jail. What is it? Somebody your age can't follow the terms of service, Hussey?
I don't know. Can you follow the terms of service? Didn't you just land yourself in Twitter jail too? Can your boyfriend follow the terms of service on Twitch? Didn't he lose a Twitch channel? And how many YouTube channels did he lose himself? I don't know.
Somebody your age doesn't know how to behave on Twitter? So I guess that when you come back to Twitter, that's when you're going to start dropping information about my former roommate. Go ahead.
I don't give a rat's ass about your former roommate. They probably ran away as soon as...
Who knows? I might drop it first. I might drop it before you.
Why don't you?
I might beat you to the punch. Then what are you going to have left? What are you going to have left? There's nothing else to reveal. As I said, no mugshots, no bankruptcies.
Not yet, that we know of.
Go ahead and dig up the deed to my house. Fuck, I may do a show and tell with that. I'll show you guys that it's my name and my name.
Didn't you do that already? You keep flexing about your home. You flex about the house you wanted to buy but didn't. You flex about everything. I remember you, but still, yet you had a fit when Negz himself, yes, Loverboy himself, mentioned one single number on Twitter, and you had a huge hissy fit as if your condo was the only number in all of Washington, D.C.
Only on this deed. There were all these rumors flying around. that this house was owned by somebody else and I was renting it. Nope.
I don't really care.
Nope.
I don't care. At least I don't care if you own or rent your home, to be honest. I care about your hypocrisy. I care that how disgusting you are with other people. I care that you're ableist. I care that you're dishonest about you're dishonest about a lot of shit. But I don't care. But I don't care if you rent or bought your home.
Go ask Belinda or Sam Telfer or Ham, I should say.
Dear
Go
Lord.
ask Blaba and Ham to help you dig up that info.
Oh yeah, Blaba and Ham. Yeah, once again, that is just so clever. Blaba and Ham. Yeah, I'm sure they're crying in each other's arms right now. Jeez, that's so clever.
Information. Go do it. And also, to answer another question for you, Hussey, when you ask why isn't Dee Higgins talking about other creators, why does she talk about you all the time when she's been blocked in all these other communities? Well, let me explain.
I don't know. Why does she? What is Dee Higgins, a 65-year-old woman, doing in playing little high school internet games in the first place?
Something to you, Hussey, for the millionth time, because Dee was never friends with those creators. Dee was never buddies with Blaba and Ham.
I don't know that. I don't know if she ever gave them super chats. I don't know, but I do know she did super chat FFG. In the past when they were still good. I do know that she was a big fan of FFG
or French fried gunt.
Uh-huh.
She was never friends with those people. She never exchanged messages with them. She was never buddies with them.
That's possible.
None of them ever cried on her shoulder, and vice versa.
That's possible. Yeah.
So the connection that she had with you was like
God, she looks like she's got sausage fingers. You were right.
Was like no other.
Sausage
it wasn't
fingers.
Like going into somebody's chat and hanging out and dishing dirt or enjoying tea or whatever. Hey, Victoria. So that's why she talks about you, Hussey, because you are vile. You are vile, and because you've done it to so many other people who were once your friends. That's why.
Uh-huh.
Hang on a second. Who is irate faggot? Is that Alex?
No.
Oh, no, it's not. He used a budget. That must be tragic. Hi, tragic.
It turned out it was tragic, apparently. The irate faggot one, it was tragic.
How are you? Are you going to keep on pumping out that amazing content for us? Because your content has been amazing. Tragic, when are you going to dump the rest of the DMs? Because honestly, when you dump those DMs about Hussey setting me up, that he had contacted you before the live that I did with him and Bridget, and that he was going to bring you.
So now we're sucking up to tragic? Is that how it's going? We're now sucking up to tragic. My enemy's enemy. Mm-hmm.
I knew that, tragic. I knew he was going to do that. You can ask anybody in Negz's Discord. I told them all. I certainly told Negz. He's going to sandbag me. He's going to bring tragic on. I know that. I knew it. And I knew that as soon as you came on, I would, slap you around a little bit, and then I was going to drop out of the thing.
Uh-huh.
But keep going. Keep going. I want to see more. I want to see more of these DMs.
I bet
Thank
you do.
you, tragic. I appreciate that. When are they coming? Can you please drop them before I get to Indiana? Because I want to review them on my channel.
Oh, why? Are you running out of content already? Are you running out of content already? Look at her sucking. She trashes tragic. She trashes tragic. Now he has something she wants. And now she's all sweet baby Jane with him. Going, oh, sweet baby Jane. Because he has something she wants.
I mean, I know Negz will, but I'm selfish and I want to do it too. Also, Hussey, when you said that Negz and I watch your lives, yeah, we do. We do watch your lives.
Well,
we watch your lives for content. And did it ever occur to you that every time that you're live and that Negz snipes, did it ever occur to you that, did you ever notice how your viewer count drops dramatically?
Yeah. Thus taking away his potential livelihood. Goody.
Dramatically when Negz goes live.
Look, I'm not above sniping. I've done it many times. I'll probably do it again. I can't promise I would never snipe again. But Yeah, we know, because you don't have anything else for content. You have no other content. You have no other content.
Why can Negz get twice as many people in a stream as you by watching you as you do when you are the primary content?
Because they're hate watching him. That's why. Hate watchers tend to be a bigger deal. I had a chat, like I was talking to somebody, and there were times I was wondering, like, why my views were so fucking low, you know? And they said, well, they said, you're not enough of a lol cow, basically. You're not enough of a lol cow. And take that as a good thing. And I said, yeah, but, you know, how come he gets all those views? And they said, it's hate watching. Essentially, it's hate watchers. Why do you suppose someone like Amberlynn Reed or Chantal, they get up the subscribers that they have, besides the fact that they're over, like, super overweight women? It's because of hate watchers. It's all about the hate watching.
Content. Why is that? He gets what, 80 people in a stream, and you get what, 25? If you're lucky, 20 people. So why is that?
I don't know.
Because nobody wants to watch you, hussy. People don't want to give you a view. They want to watch somebody witty and intelligent.
Oh, please, they're hate watching him. They're hate watching Loverboy. I'm coming back to you. Coming back to you in chat. My goodness. My. Yeah. He's jealous and makes it obvious. Absolutely true, Koopa. Schooled. Right on. DC, the Latina. Stop it. Yeah, right. Elders with boyfriends. Yep. No morals. Wow. True. And honestly, everything he said about Yaba's kids, I don't blame her. Yeah, that too. I learned about that only later, what he said about her children. I only learned about that later. I had no idea at the time when Yaba did it, and I came out and I had no idea about that. I honestly had no idea about that. Lil Negz, FFS, he is no victim. Yeah. Beaten to the punch and schooled, you all. LMFAO. All what Negz did to Yaba and Sam's kids, other kids. Yeah, that I knew. I mean, I saw what he said about Tragic's kids, what he said about Irate Alex's kids. Yeah, that I saw in all glowing detail. Yeah, all the sounds she makes with her mouth, make it stop. All the sounds, make it stop. Tragic and Monty. Yeah. Evening. Hey, Shady Bougie. Good to see you. I am losing brain cells. DC, sorry for the typos. It's okay. It's okay. I finally saw a hussy vid. You did? Shady Bougie. How long has that been going on, the back and forth hatred from DC to hussy? Too long. Longer than I can count on my fingers, that's for sure. Yeah, she is. That she is. Yeah, that she is. It's almost done. It's almost done. Okay.
And funny and nasty. Comment on the bullshit that you say. That's why. That's why. So I watch you and I react to you to make money, hussy. To make money. You know, money,
at least that's the first thing you're
understand.
honest. That's the first thing that you're honest about in that entire stream. That's the first thing that you're honest about.
You were the one who lectured me about running your channel like a business. And you have alienated so many people that you're lucky to be able to pull 10, 11 people.
Oh, please, you have alienated people. Your relationship with Loverboy alienated people. How many subs have you lost?
Stream. So yeah. There you go. So keep going, hussy. And Tragic, don't think that just because I'm asking you for this material to review, that means that I think highly of you or that I respect you or that I have forgotten.
No, of course not. Right now, you're just playing the enemy's enemy, my friend, and he has something that you want. So that's why we're sucking up right now.
A single thing that you have done in the past. All right. I agree that Bridget stitched you up in court. I thought that was ridiculous, just like she stitched.
Ken, I am only getting half of bits and pieces of that whole Bridget tragic saga. Still only have bits and pieces of that.
Negz up in court. And I agree that she's a horrible person. I agree. She's crazy. She's out of her fucking mind. But, oh, really? Did he go live this morning? Did he go live this morning? I didn't see that. Somebody mentioned that
he did. I didn't watch it. Like, I don't remember. Why was I not watching it? Whatever. I don't know. I don't even remember what the hell I was doing today.
was asking for Cash App or Venmo or whatever. What bills? What bills does he have? Maybe he should stop ordering out so much. He can't afford Uber Eats and DoorDash and all that. You know?
Why are you pocket watching him? Why are you pocket watching?
What bills? Oh, he went live this morning? Shit. I missed it. How did we miss this?
I don't know. Same way I missed it. I don't know.
Yeah, he needs a sandwich. Amazing. Yeah, Bridget is a bunny boiler. She's out of her fucking mind. Out of her mind. And when Hussey's talking about, oh, she's so...
Right now, you're the only one that sounds like a bunny boiler when you talk about Vicky.
Desirable. She's so much better than me and blah, blah, blah. Where's her man?
Oh, please. You have to pay him to be your man. You have to pay him, for fuck's sake. Allegedly, of course. Cha-ching. I gotta say allegedly in quotation marks, but we all know better. Come on now. Come on now. And he's hardly a flex, trust me. He sounds like he's too fucking expensive. The lifestyle to which he's become accustomed is too fucking expensive. God.
Yeah, exactly. A whole 13 viewers. Amazing. All right. All right, you guys. I think that's about it for me. I said what I wanted to say. I covered all my points.
Did you now?
So I hope you guys have a wonderful remaining Sunday. And I will see you the next time. And do remember, go into the description box. Go and sub up to Negz. He covers all the drama too. He's much funnier than...
Sub up to what? Didn't he lose his Twitch? Oh, yeah, Rumble. Keep forgetting.
Me. Please go. Please hang out with him. Great community.
No,
and,
thanks.
I will see you guys.
No, pass. 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 Okay. So, wow. Oh, it really is. Yeah, I'm okay, Shady Bougie. I had the coop last week for a bit, but I'm okay now. Amen to honesty. There's that. That looks like all coffee grounds on the bottom of her glass. Yeah, I agree. Coffee grounds. I can't drink coffee anymore because of my heart condition. I go tachycardia. With caffeine drives me into tachycardia. I can't. Buys and gifting subs. Yeah, exactly, Harley. They always... I know, Harley. I know that they always pocket watch. Good Lord. Good Lord. Well, so that was the fun for today. I'm going to be leaving this stream up so people can watch a replay. It's good to have been back. I don't know when I'm coming back. I only do this sporadically nowadays. For those who are interested, I have a radio show as of the 26th of October. I'm moving to Wednesdays, but I have one more Friday. This Friday coming, I have one more Friday. Thank you, Harley. Yep, it's Indie Rock Radio, radio.ca. And my Women in Rock. I DJ a show called Women in Rock on Fridays at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope you tune in for that. I'm going to be having a guest on with me, a guest DJ on with me this Friday, or it's supposed to. After this Friday, though, as of Wednesday, October 26th, my show moves to Wednesday nights. My radio show, Women in Rock, moves to Wednesday nights as of the 26th. And I hope you can all tune in. Yeah, rock and roll with the best women and women who front bands. Women front bands, yep. 3 hours of awesome tunes from some ladies from way back when in the good old days to the present day. Yeah, it's a fun show. It's a fun show if I do say so myself. I hope you all tune in for that. So anyways, so anyways, this tit for tat, that's probably going to keep up. She's blackmailing Vicky. Okay. She's complaining that people go ableist with Negzy Poo, but he doesn't have any legal disability. His kid might, but he does not. I've already illustrated why. I've already demonstrated why. She goes after other people's mental health issues. She goes after other people's disabilities. I've given examples of that. Yep. Thanks for the stream and the mods also, chat. Hit the like button. And if you want to support the channel, all links, the merch and PayPal are in the description box below. Yes, I'm doing the obnoxious e-begging portion of the show. Because isn't that what we all do, or most of us do? The obnoxious e-begging portion of the show. So anyways, thank you so much for coming out and watching me. Please take care of yourselves and each other. And if there is anybody in your midst who is alone in the world or vulnerable or at risk, please take the time to look in on them, give them a call, text them, because sometimes just lending a sympathetic ear to that person can make all the difference in their world for that day. Thank you, Poopa Balls. Yes, please like the stream. So everybody have a good night. Thanks for coming on. Like I said, I don't know when I'm coming back here to this channel on YouTube. I do this sporadically now. And I am going to be going back to Twitch streaming for those who want to follow me on Twitch. But it's very different. I don't cover YouTube trash fires on my Twitch channel. I do walking tours of Montreal and elsewhere, wherever I travel. I do walking tours, IRL streams, walk with me streams. So here's my Twitch. If you're interested, it's Fedora Misadventures. Hang on. So there's that. Yeah, have a good night. Hugs. Thank you, you too, Shady Bougie. And so, yeah, have a good night, everybody. And I'll see you all the next time. Hopefully you'll go to my Twitch channel. If you're into walking tours, IRL streams, I make it fun. So have a good night, everybody. Bye.